Master your mindset. How to get what you truly deserve. Introduction. Your life is a reflection of your thoughts. If you change your thinking, you change your life. Your mind is the most powerful tool you possess, shaping every aspect of your life. Every thought you entertain, every belief you hold, and every story you tell yourself has the potential to influence the reality around you. This isn't just a theoretical concept. It's a fundamental truth that resonates throughout human experience. As the famous quote goes, "The mind is everything. What you think, you become." This powerful statement serves as a reminder that our thoughts are not merely passive reflections of the world. They are the active creators of our reality. The way you think determines how you live, how you act, and how you engage with every experience in your life. This book will guide you on a journey to harness the immense power of your mind to transform your reality, overcome limitations, and unlock the doors to your true potential. It will show you how to master your thoughts and align your mindset with your highest aspirations. Let's embark on this path to empowerment, where every thought leads to action and every action leads to transformation. Chapter 1. A New Mindset, a New You. Every great change in life starts with a simple yet powerful shift in perspective. Imagine your mindset as a pair of glasses that you wear every day. If those glasses are smudged or cracked, everything you look at appears distorted, unclear, and limiting. But when you clean those lenses or put on a brand new pair, suddenly the world opens up with vivid colors, clear lines, and endless possibilities. A new mindset works in the same way. It transforms the way you see your challenges, your goals, and even yourself. When we talk about a mindset, we're referring to the collection of thoughts, beliefs, and attitudes that shape how you perceive the world and how you interact with it. It's the difference between seeing obstacles as insurmountable walls or as opportunities for growth. It's what determines whether you feel stuck and frustrated or whether you see a path forward, no matter how difficult it might seem. Your mindset is the lens through which you view your past experiences, interpret your present circumstances, and imagine your future. To create a new version of yourself, you must first create a new way of thinking. This chapter is all about laying the groundwork for that transformation. It begins with understanding that your thoughts are not just fleeting ideas that come and go. They are powerful forces that shape your reality. The way you think influences how you feel, how you act, and ultimately what you achieve in life. If your mind is filled with limiting beliefs like, "I can't do this," or "I'm not good enough," those thoughts will guide your actions and hold you back. But if you shift to thoughts like, "I am capable," or "I can learn and grow," you open up a whole new realm of possibilities. Cultivating a mindset of growth and possibility means training your mind to see potential where others see problems, to recognize opportunities where others see roadblocks. It's about believing that your abilities and intelligence are not fixed, but can be developed with effort, learning, and perseverance. It's the understanding that failures and setbacks are not the end of the road, but rather stepping stones that help you grow stronger and wiser. This chapter will guide you through the initial steps of this journey, helping you to identify the thoughts that empower you and the ones that limit you. You'll learn practical techniques to reframe your thoughts and begin the process of replacing old negative patterns with new, empowering ones. We'll explore how a growth mindset can transform your approach to challenges, making you more resilient, more adaptable, and more open to new experiences. Remember, with the right mindset, you're capable of achieving things you once thought were impossible. It's not just about positive thinking. It's about training your mind to recognize its own power and potential. You'll realize that you have more control over your life than you ever imagined, and that control begins with the thoughts you choose to focus on. This journey to mastering your mindset is the first step in unlocking your true potential and becoming the best version of yourself. Chapter 2: The Power of Self-Awareness. Self-awareness is the cornerstone of mastering your mindset. It's the ability to step outside of yourself and observe your thoughts, emotions, and behaviors without judgment. Imagine having the ability to watch your mind like a movie, noticing each scene, each thought, and each emotion as it plays out. This level of awareness allows you to understand not just what you're thinking, but why you're thinking it. It's about recognizing your internal dialogue and the patterns that guide your behavior. Most people go through life on autopilot, reacting to situations without understanding why they feel or act the way they do. They may experience anger, sadness, or frustration without knowing the root cause of these emotions. Self-awareness is like shining a flashlight into the dark corners of your mind, illuminating those hidden thoughts and beliefs that influence your actions. It's the first step in taking control of your mindset, because you can't change what you're not aware of. We'll explore practical ways to develop your self-awareness. We'll start by discussing how to practice mindfulness, the art of being fully present in the moment. Mindfulness helps you tune in to your thoughts and emotions without being swept away by them. It's not about suppressing your feelings or ignoring your thoughts. It's about observing them as they are, without labeling them as good or bad. This practice allows you to see your mind in action and to recognize patterns that either help you grow or hold you back. We'll also delve into the importance of journaling as a tool for self-discovery. Writing down your thoughts and experiences helps you to process your emotions and identify recurring themes in your thinking. It's like having a conversation with yourself, where you can be honest and open about your fears, your doubts, and your dreams. Through journaling, you'll start to see the connections between your thoughts and the results you get in your life. You'll notice the triggers that set off negative emotions and learn how to shift your focus to more constructive thinking. Another crucial aspect of self-awareness is understanding your strengths and weaknesses. It's about knowing what drives you, what makes you happy, and what challenges you. When you are aware of your strengths, you can leverage them to achieve your goals. When you know your weaknesses, you can work on them or find ways to manage them. Self-awareness is not about beating yourself up for your flaws. It's about recognizing them with compassion and a desire to grow. In this chapter, we'll guide you through exercises to help you develop a deeper understanding of who you are and what motivates you. You'll learn to listen to your inner voice, the one that speaks the truth about your desires, fears, and ambitions. By becoming more aware of your thoughts, you'll begin to see how they influence your choices and actions. You'll learn how to catch yourself when negative patterns arise and how to replace them with thoughts that are aligned with your goals and values. Self-awareness is the key to unlocking your full potential. It's the starting point of every great transformation because it empowers you to make conscious choices. When you understand yourself better, you gain the power to direct your thoughts, shape your actions, and ultimately change your life. This chapter is your guide to seeing yourself clearly, understanding the patterns that shape your mindset, and using that knowledge to create a life that aligns with your true purpose. Chapter 3: Reprogramming Your Beliefs. Our beliefs are the invisible forces that shape our reality. They dictate how we see ourselves, how we interpret the world, and how we respond to every situation we encounter. Many of these beliefs were formed in our early years, influenced by our environment, the people around us, and our experiences. Over time, they became so ingrained in our minds that we began to accept them as truths without ever questioning their validity. This is all about breaking free from those limiting beliefs and replacing them with empowering ones that serve our growth and aspirations. To understand the power of beliefs, imagine them as the operating system of your mind. Just like a computer operates based on its programming, your mind operates based on the beliefs that you hold. If your mind is running on outdated or faulty programming, beliefs like, "I'm not good enough," "success is only for other people," or "I always fail," then your actions and decisions will be limited by those thoughts. Reprogramming your beliefs means updating this internal software to align with the life you truly want to live. The first step in reprogramming your beliefs is to identify the ones that are holding you back. This requires a deep level of self-reflection and honesty. Ask yourself, what are the recurring thoughts that pop up whenever you're faced with a challenge? Do you tell yourself that you're not capable, that it's too hard, or that you're destined to fail? These thoughts are not just random. They stem from the core beliefs you hold about yourself and your potential. Becoming aware of these limiting beliefs is crucial because you can't change what you don't acknowledge. Once you've identified these limiting beliefs, the next step is to challenge them. Ask yourself, is this belief really true? Where did it come from? Do I have any evidence to support it, or is it based on fear and insecurity? Most of the time you'll find that these beliefs are not facts, but merely assumptions that you've accepted as truth. This process of questioning helps weaken the power of limiting beliefs and opens your mind to new possibilities. Now let's talk about the most important part, replacing those old limiting beliefs with new, empowering ones. This is where techniques like affirmations and visualization come into play. Affirmations are positive statements that you repeat to yourself, statements that reflect the mindset and reality you want to create. For example, instead of saying, "I'm not good enough," you would affirm, "I am capable of achieving anything I set my mind to." By consistently feeding your mind with these positive affirmations, you begin to overwrite the negative programming with new, constructive thoughts. Visualization is another powerful tool in this process. It's about creating a mental image of your desired reality in such vivid detail that your mind believes it to be true. When you visualize your goals and dreams as if they're already happening, you're training your mind to focus on what you want rather than what you fear. Visualization helps to solidify these new beliefs because it allows you to see and feel what it's like to achieve your goals, making them feel more tangible and attainable. We'll also explore the science of neuroplasticity, which is the brain's ability to reorganize itself by forming new neural connections. Neuroplasticity shows us that our brains are not fixed. They can change and adapt based on our thoughts, experiences, and actions. This means that by intentionally focusing on positive thoughts and practicing new behaviors, you can literally rewire your brain to adopt new beliefs and break free from the limitations of the past. Exercises are designed to help you identify, challenge, and transform your limiting beliefs. You'll learn how to build a belief system that supports your dreams and fuels your motivation. By reprogramming your mind to focus on possibility, growth, and self-belief, you'll begin to see changes not just in your thoughts, but also in the actions you take and the results you achieve. Reprogramming your beliefs is about creating a mindset that aligns with the life you desire. It's about letting go of the stories you've been telling yourself for years, the stories that say you can't, you're not enough, or it's too late. And instead, it's about embracing a new narrative that empowers you to take bold steps, to believe in your potential, and to pursue your goals with unwavering confidence. This is your roadmap to transforming your inner world so that it reflects the powerful, capable, and unstoppable version of yourself that you truly are. Chapter 4. The Science of Positive Thinking. Positive thinking isn't just a cliché or a feel-good mantra. It's a scientifically proven approach that can transform your life on multiple levels. It's not about ignoring life's challenges or pretending that everything is perfect. Instead, positive thinking is about approaching life's ups and downs with a mindset that focuses on possibilities, growth, and solutions rather than getting stuck in negativity. This chapter dives deep into the science behind positive thinking and how it can shape your brain, your behavior, and ultimately your reality. The power of positive thinking lies in its ability to rewire the brain's neural pathways. The brain is like a muscle. It strengthens with practice and repetition. When you consistently focus on positive thoughts, you create new neural connections that make it easier to think optimistically in the future. This process, known as neuroplasticity, allows the brain to adapt and reorganize itself, forming new patterns of thought and behavior that are more aligned with your goals and aspirations. Let's take a closer look at how this works. Each time you have a thought, it triggers a chemical reaction in your brain. Positive thoughts release neurotransmitters like dopamine and serotonin, often called feel-good chemicals, which create a sense of well-being and happiness. These chemicals enhance your mood, boost your motivation, and even improve your ability to concentrate and solve problems. On the other hand, negative thoughts can trigger the release of stress hormones like cortisol, which make you feel anxious, overwhelmed, and trapped. One of the most significant benefits of positive thinking is its impact on resilience. Life is full of challenges, setbacks, and unexpected changes, and how you handle these situations determines your success and happiness. People with a positive mindset are more resilient. They bounce back from difficulties faster, adapt to new circumstances with greater ease, and are less likely to give up when the going gets tough. This is because they see challenges not as insurmountable obstacles, but as opportunities to learn, grow, and become stronger. Developing a positive mindset starts with becoming aware of your internal dialogue. Your thoughts have a powerful influence on your emotions and actions, and many of us have an internal critic that constantly highlights our flaws, doubts, and insecurities. The first step to positive thinking is to catch these negative thoughts as they arise. Instead of accepting them as the truth, challenge them. Ask yourself, is this thought based on fact or fear? Is there another, more positive way to look at this situation? To shift your mindset towards positivity, practice reframing your thoughts. Reframing is a technique that involves looking at a situation from a different perspective. For example, if you face a setback, instead of saying, "I failed," you could reframe it to, "I learned what doesn't work, and now I'm closer to finding what does." This simple change in language can significantly alter your emotional response and motivate you to keep moving forward. Gratitude is another powerful tool in the arsenal of positive thinking. Research has shown that practicing gratitude regularly can rewire your brain to focus on the positive aspects of your life, enhancing your overall well-being and happiness. When you take the time to acknowledge and appreciate the good things in your life, no matter how small, you train your mind to seek out more positive experiences. Start by keeping a gratitude journal where you write down 3 things you're grateful for each day. This simple habit can transform your outlook and make positivity a natural part of your thought process. Visualization is closely tied to positive thinking and plays a crucial role in shaping your reality. Visualization is the process of creating detailed mental images of the outcomes you desire. When you vividly imagine your goals as already achieved, you create a powerful sense of belief that these goals are within your reach. This belief influences your actions, guiding you to make decisions that align with your vision. Athletes, entrepreneurs, and high achievers across various fields use visualization to enhance their performance and stay motivated. By visualizing success, you prime your mind to look for opportunities and solutions that will bring you closer to your goals. It's important to remember that positive thinking is not about denying the existence of challenges or pretending that everything is fine when it isn't. It's about acknowledging the difficulties you face, but choosing to focus on the possibility of overcoming them. It's about believing in your ability to find solutions and trusting that you have the strength to navigate through tough times. Positive thinking is realistic thinking with an optimistic lens. It's about expecting the best while preparing for the obstacles that may come your way. Studies have shown that individuals with a positive mindset tend to have better physical health, lower stress levels, and even longer lifespans. The mind-body connection is incredibly strong, and when you think positively, it influences not just your mental state, but also your physical well-being. Positive thinkers are less likely to suffer from conditions like anxiety and depression, and they tend to have stronger immune systems, which helps them fight off illnesses more effectively. This is because positivity reduces stress, which is a significant factor in many health problems. One practical way to cultivate a positive mindset is to surround yourself with positivity. This means not only surrounding yourself with positive people who uplift and inspire you, but also consuming positive content. What you read, watch, and listen to can significantly influence your thoughts and mood. Choose books, podcasts, and media that encourage growth, happiness, and self-improvement. The more you fill your mind with positive messages, the more natural it will be for you to think positively in your daily life. Practice kindness and self-compassion. Being kind to yourself and others is a powerful way to cultivate positivity. When you treat yourself with kindness, you're less likely to engage in negative self-talk and more likely to encourage and motivate yourself. Acts of kindness, whether big or small, not only improve your mood, but also create a ripple effect, spreading positivity to those around you. The science of positive thinking is about more than just smiling in the face of adversity. It's about building a mindset that empowers you to face challenges head-on with courage and optimism. It's about training your brain to focus on what you can control and letting go of what you can't. By embracing positive thinking, you're not just changing your thoughts, you're transforming your entire life. This is your invitation to shift your perspective, focus on what's possible, and create a reality that's filled with hope, opportunity, and endless potential. Chapter 5. Building Emotional Resilience. Emotional resilience is the strength that helps you bounce back from adversity, stay steady under pressure, and maintain a clear mind in the face of challenges. It's the ability to adapt to difficult circumstances, recover from setbacks, and keep moving forward with courage and determination. Think of emotional resilience as a muscle. The more you exercise it, the stronger it becomes. In this chapter, we'll dive deep into what it means to be emotionally resilient, why it's essential for mastering your mindset, and how you can cultivate this powerful trait to transform your life. Life is unpredictable, and no matter how much we plan or prepare, there will always be moments of struggle, disappointment, and uncertainty. Emotional resilience doesn't mean that you won't face these challenges. It means that you'll have the strength to confront them, the wisdom to learn from them, and the courage to keep going despite the difficulties. People who are emotionally resilient don't see setbacks as failures. They see them as opportunities for growth and self-improvement. To build emotional resilience, the first step is to develop a mindset that views challenges as a normal part of life, rather than something to avoid or fear. When you understand that adversity is inevitable, you can begin to change how you react to it. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" you can ask, "What can I learn from this?" This shift in perspective is crucial because it turns your focus from feeling like a victim of circumstances to becoming a student of life. It empowers you to take control of your responses rather than being controlled by them. One of the keys to developing emotional resilience is learning to regulate your emotions effectively. This doesn't mean suppressing your feelings or pretending that they don't exist. It means acknowledging your emotions, understanding them, and choosing how to respond rather than reacting impulsively. Emotional regulation is like a thermostat that helps you keep your reactions in check, so you don't let anger, frustration, or anxiety spiral out of control. Techniques like deep breathing, mindfulness meditation, and journaling can help you stay calm and grounded when you're feeling overwhelmed. Self-compassion plays a significant role in emotional resilience. Being kind and understanding toward yourself during times of struggle can make a huge difference in how you cope with adversity. Instead of criticizing yourself for not being perfect or for making mistakes, self-compassion allows you to treat yourself with the same kindness and empathy you would offer a friend. Research has shown that people who practice self-compassion are more resilient because they're able to forgive themselves for their imperfections and move forward without getting stuck in self-blame or regret. Another vital aspect of resilience is maintaining a sense of purpose and meaning in life. When you have a clear sense of what matters most to you, it becomes easier to navigate through tough times because you have a guiding light that keeps you focused on the bigger picture. Your purpose acts as a compass that directs your thoughts, actions, and decisions, helping you to stay motivated even when the road gets rocky. Whether it's a personal goal, a career aspiration, or a passion that drives you, connecting with your sense of purpose can give you the strength to persevere through life's challenges. Building a strong support network is also essential for emotional resilience. Humans are social beings, and having a circle of supportive friends, family, or mentors can make all the difference in how you handle difficult situations. When you surround yourself with people who uplift you, offer encouragement, and believe in your abilities, it strengthens your resilience. Don't be afraid to reach out for help or talk about your feelings with those you trust. Sometimes, just knowing that you're not alone in your struggles can provide a tremendous boost to your mental and emotional strength. Another powerful strategy to enhance resilience is developing a solution-oriented mindset. Resilient individuals focus on finding solutions rather than dwelling on the problems. They ask themselves, "What can I do to make this situation better?" Instead of, "Why did this happen to me?" This proactive approach helps them take charge of their circumstances and see challenges as puzzles to solve rather than insurmountable barriers. Cultivating this mindset involves training yourself to think creatively and staying open to different perspectives, even in the face of setbacks. Gratitude also plays a fundamental role in building emotional resilience. When you practice gratitude, you train your mind to focus on what you have rather than what you lack. Even in tough times, gratitude helps you recognize the small wins and the positive aspects of your life. This practice shifts your mindset from a state of scarcity to a state of abundance, reducing stress and increasing your overall sense of well-being. By keeping a daily gratitude journal, or simply taking a moment each day to reflect on what you're thankful for, you can build a habit that strengthens your resilience over time. Another crucial element of resilience is learning to let go of things you cannot control. Often, we waste our energy trying to change situations or people that are beyond our influence. This only leads to frustration and a sense of helplessness. Resilient people focus their energy on what they can control, their thoughts, actions, and attitudes. They accept the things they cannot change and find ways to adapt and make the best of their circumstances. This ability to let go and move on is what keeps them moving forward, even in the face of setbacks. Resilience also involves embracing vulnerability. Many people mistakenly believe that being vulnerable is a sign of weakness, but in reality, it's one of the greatest strengths you can have. Vulnerability allows you to be open, honest, and authentic with yourself and others. It's about admitting that you don't have all the answers, that you're not perfect, and that you need help sometimes. By embracing your vulnerability, you create deeper connections with others and a greater understanding of yourself, which ultimately makes you stronger. In building emotional resilience, it's essential to celebrate your progress, no matter how small. Recognize and acknowledge your growth, your efforts, and the courage it takes to face adversity. Celebrating these moments, even the small victories, reinforces the belief that you are capable and resilient. It boosts your confidence and motivates you to keep pushing forward, even when the journey seems long and challenging. Building emotional resilience is a lifelong process, one that requires patience, persistence, and self-compassion. It's not about avoiding pain or hardship, but about developing the skills and mindset needed to rise above them. Emotional resilience turns life's challenges into opportunities for growth and transformation. It's the inner strength that enables you to turn setbacks into comebacks, fears into courage, and doubts into determination. The journey to becoming more resilient is the journey to becoming the strongest version of yourself. By mastering your emotional resilience, you don't just survive life's difficulties, you thrive through them, emerging stronger, wiser, and more capable of taking on whatever the future holds. Chapter 6. Letting Go of Fear and Self-Doubt. Fear and self-doubt are like invisible chains that hold you back from achieving your true potential. They whisper in your ear, telling you that you're not good enough, that you'll fail, or that you don't have what it takes to succeed. These limiting thoughts can paralyze your progress, stop you from taking action, and make you settle for less than you deserve. The truth is, fear and self-doubt are natural human emotions that everyone experiences, but they don't have to control your life. In this chapter, we'll explore how to understand these feelings, how to confront them, and most importantly, how to let them go so you can move forward with confidence and courage. To start, it's important to understand where fear and self-doubt come from. They often originate from our past experiences, upbringing, or even societal expectations. Perhaps you were told as a child that you weren't capable, or maybe you faced a failure that made you question your abilities. These experiences plant the seeds of fear and doubt, which grow into limiting beliefs that you carry with you into adulthood. The mind uses these fears as a protective mechanism, trying to shield you from potential pain or disappointment. However, in doing so, it also prevents you from stepping out of your comfort zone and pursuing the life you truly desire. One of the first steps in overcoming fear and self-doubt is to acknowledge them. Many people try to ignore or suppress these feelings, thinking that doing so will make them go away. But denying your fears only gives them more power. Instead, recognize that fear and self-doubt are part of the human experience, and that it's okay to feel them. When you name your fears, you take the first step toward understanding them. Ask yourself, what exactly am I afraid of? Is it the fear of failure, the fear of judgment, or the fear of not being good enough? Once you've identified your fears, the next step is to challenge them. Fear and self-doubt thrive on irrational thoughts, and they often grow when left unexamined. Question the beliefs that are fueling these feelings. Are they based on facts or assumptions? Is there evidence to support them, or are they simply rooted in your insecurities? When you take the time to analyze your fears logically, you'll often find that they're not as powerful or as real as they seem. Most of the time, they're just worst-case scenarios that your mind has created. Visualization is a powerful tool to help you overcome fear and self-doubt. Picture yourself successfully overcoming the challenges that scare you. Visualize yourself achieving your goals, handling difficulties with ease, and feeling confident in your abilities. When you regularly practice visualization, you train your brain to believe in the possibility of success rather than failure. This mental rehearsal not only boosts your confidence, but also prepares your mind to take real action when the time comes. One of the most effective ways to let go of fear is to take action, even if it's just a small step. Fear feeds on inaction. The longer you wait to confront your fears, the bigger they become in your mind. Taking action disrupts the cycle of overthinking and creates momentum. Even small steps forward can build confidence and show you that the fears you once thought were insurmountable are actually manageable. Each step you take, no matter how small, brings you closer to your goals and further away from the grip of fear. Self-doubt often stems from a lack of self-compassion. We tend to be our own harshest critics, constantly judging ourselves for our mistakes and shortcomings. Developing self-compassion means treating yourself with kindness and understanding, especially when you fall short of your own expectations. Remind yourself that everyone makes mistakes and no one has all the answers. Instead of berating yourself for what you didn't do right, focus on what you learned and how you can grow from the experience. Self-compassion turns setbacks into opportunities for self-improvement rather than reasons for self-criticism. Another powerful technique for overcoming fear and self-doubt is to reframe your mindset. Instead of seeing failure as a negative outcome, view it as a learning experience and a stepping stone to success. Most successful people didn't get to where they are without facing multiple failures along the way. They use each failure as feedback, as an opportunity to learn, adjust, and try again. When you shift your perspective from fearing failure to embracing it as part of the growth process, your mindset becomes resilient and fearless. Surrounding yourself with positive influences is also crucial in combating fear and self-doubt. The people you spend time with can either lift you up or pull you down. Seek out those who believe in you, who encourage you to step out of your comfort zone and who remind you of your strengths. A supportive network can provide reassurance, perspective, and motivation when your own self-belief wavers. On the other hand, limit your time with people who feed your fears or doubt your capabilities. They will only reinforce the limiting thoughts that hold you back. Fear often involves worrying about things that haven't happened yet and may never happen. To counter this, practice staying present and focused on the here and now. Mindfulness techniques can help you anchor yourself in the present moment, reducing anxiety and freeing your mind from endless what-if scenarios. When you focus on what you can do right now, rather than worrying about future outcomes, you take back control from fear and put it in the hands of your own actions and intentions. It's also helpful to adopt a mantra or affirmation that you can repeat to yourself whenever self-doubt creeps in. Phrases like, "I am enough," "I am capable," or "I can handle whatever comes my way," can be powerful reminders of your inner strength. These affirmations act as mental armor, protecting your mind from negative thoughts and reinforcing your belief in yourself. The more you repeat these affirmations, the more they become embedded in your subconscious, guiding your thoughts and actions toward confidence and self-assurance. Letting go of fear and self-doubt is not something that happens overnight. It's a continuous practice that requires patience, perseverance, and self-awareness. It's about confronting your fears head-on, challenging them, and taking small steps every day to weaken their hold over your life. It's about believing in your ability to grow, to learn, and to become stronger through every experience you face. Each time you push past fear, you expand your comfort zone, you gain more confidence, and you prove to yourself that you are far more capable than you ever imagined. Overcoming fear and self-doubt is about reclaiming your power. It's about realizing that you are the master of your mind, not the other way around. It's understanding that fear is not an enemy to be defeated, but a guide that shows you where you have the most room to grow. When you let go of these limiting beliefs, you open the door to a world of possibilities, a life filled with opportunities, growth, and the freedom to be your authentic self. This journey of letting go is not just about removing the barriers in your mind. It's about unlocking the courage to live the life you were meant to live. Chapter 7. Cultivating an Abundance Mindset. An abundance mindset is the belief that there are unlimited possibilities, opportunities, and resources available in the world. It's the conviction that there's more than enough for everyone, more than enough love, success, wealth, happiness, and fulfillment. This way of thinking transforms the way you approach challenges, relationships, and even your own goals. In contrast to a scarcity mindset, which focuses on limitations and lack, an abundance mindset opens up a world of possibilities and empowers you to live a life full of purpose and potential. Most people are raised with a scarcity mindset, often without even realizing it. This mindset comes from a place of fear, where you believe that there isn't enough to go around, and that if someone else succeeds, it means less success for you. It creates a constant sense of competition, comparison, and anxiety. Scarcity thinking says, "I'll never have enough," or "I'm not good enough." It leads you to cling to what you have, afraid to take risks or reach for something greater because of the fear of losing what little you think you possess. In this chapter, we're going to explore how to shift from a scarcity mindset to an abundance mindset, a change that will not only transform your thoughts, but also your actions and ultimately your entire life. Cultivating an abundance mindset begins with changing the way you think about opportunities. Instead of seeing them as rare and fleeting, you learn to see them as constantly flowing and limitless. This shift isn't just about thinking positively, it's about believing in the endless potential that exists for you, and trusting that the universe has more than enough to offer. The first step in developing an abundance mindset is to practice gratitude. Gratitude is the foundation of abundance because it focuses your attention on what you already have rather than what you lack. When you regularly practice gratitude, you train your brain to see the good in every situation, which naturally leads to a more optimistic and open-minded way of thinking. Start by keeping a gratitude journal where you list things you're thankful for every day, no matter how small they may seem. This simple habit helps you realize how much you already have and shifts your focus away from what you feel is missing. Another key aspect of cultivating an abundance mindset is letting go of the need for comparison. Comparison is one of the most damaging habits of a scarcity mindset. It makes you feel inadequate and less worthy because you're always measuring your success against others. An abundance mindset, on the other hand, recognizes that each person's journey is unique and that someone else's success doesn't diminish your own potential. When you stop comparing yourself to others and instead focus on your own progress and growth, you free yourself from envy and begin to celebrate both your achievements and those of the people around you. Adopting an abundance mindset also means being open to new ideas and embracing change. People with a scarcity mindset often resist change because they fear the unknown and worry that they'll lose what they currently have. But change is a natural part of growth, and those who thrive in life are the ones who see change as an opportunity for learning and development. With an abundance mindset, you understand that every change, whether it's planned or unexpected, brings new possibilities and paths for success. You learn to be adaptable and to trust that even when one door closes, another one is waiting to open. Another crucial component of an abundance mindset is generosity. When you operate from a mindset of scarcity, you tend to hold on to everything you have tightly, whether it's your time, money, or even your ideas, because you're afraid that giving will leave you with less. However, those with an abundance mindset know that giving is a way of creating more, not just for others, but for themselves as well. Generosity sets off a ripple effect. The more you give, the more you receive in return. When you share your knowledge, time, or resources, you open yourself up to building stronger connections, learning from others, and attracting more opportunities into your life. Language plays a significant role in shaping your mindset. The words you use, both in your self-talk and in conversation with others, can either reinforce a scarcity mentality or promote abundance. Pay attention to your language. Do you often say things like, "I can't afford that," or "I'll never have enough," or "I'm not good at this"? These phrases reinforce the belief that you are limited. Try replacing them with language that reflects abundance, such as, "I am working towards this goal," or "There's plenty of time to achieve what I want," or "I'm growing and learning every day." This simple shift in language can create a massive change in your mindset and how you perceive the world. Visualizing abundance is another powerful practice. Picture yourself living the life you desire, surrounded by everything you need and more. Imagine the opportunities, the people, and the experiences that would come to you when you believe that there's always enough. Visualization helps create a clear picture of your goals and makes them feel more achievable. When you can see and feel your success in your mind's eye, you align your thoughts and actions to bring those images into reality. Networking and building meaningful relationships are also vital aspects of an abundance mindset. People with a scarcity mindset often view others as competition, believing that helping someone else might reduce their own chances of success. An abundance mindset, however, thrives on collaboration and connection. It's about understanding that when you help others succeed, you create an environment where everyone can grow and prosper. Networking with an attitude of abundance opens doors to new ideas, partnerships, and opportunities that would never be available if you were focused solely on your own gains. One of the biggest shifts you can make to adopt an abundance mindset is to focus on growth rather than perfection. Scarcity thinking often leads to the fear of making mistakes or failing because you believe that failure is a sign that you're not good enough. With an abundance mindset, you see every experience as a chance to learn and grow. Mistakes are not the end, they are stepping stones to success. When you embrace growth over perfection, you give yourself the freedom to try new things, take risks, and innovate without being paralyzed by the fear of not being perfect. Practice patience and persistence. Developing an abundance mindset doesn't happen overnight. It takes time to unlearn the scarcity-based thoughts that may have been with you for years. Be patient with yourself as you make these changes and persistent in your practice. Remind yourself daily that the universe is vast, that opportunities are limitless, and that you are capable of achieving your dreams. Trust that by shifting your thoughts to focus on what is possible, you are creating a pathway for abundance to flow into every aspect of your life. Cultivating an abundance mindset is about changing the way you see the world. It's about believing in limitless potential, not just in your life, but in the lives of everyone around you. When you embrace abundance, you invite more joy, more opportunities, and more success into your life. You begin to understand that life is not a zero-sum game. There's more than enough for everyone. This mindset empowers you to live with confidence, to pursue your goals fearlessly, and to create a reality where you and everyone around you can thrive. Chapter 8. The Discipline of Success. Discipline is the bedrock upon which all success is built. It is the key that transforms dreams into goals and goals into achievements. While motivation might get you started, it is discipline that keeps you moving forward long after the initial excitement fades. Discipline is about consistency, commitment, and the ability to follow through on your intentions, even when the journey becomes challenging or the results are slow to come. It is the unwavering force that allows you to persist in the face of obstacles and to stay true to your path no matter what life throws your way. Many people think of discipline as something harsh or restrictive, a force that denies them enjoyment and freedom. But true discipline is quite the opposite. It's an act of self-respect, a way of honoring your commitments to yourself and the life you want to create. Discipline is about designing your life in alignment with your values and making deliberate choices that lead to growth and success. It's about creating habits that become the foundation of a fulfilling life, where your actions consistently reflect your goals and aspirations. The first step to cultivating discipline is clarifying your purpose and understanding why your goals matter to you. Knowing your why serves as a guiding light that keeps you focused and motivated when the path ahead becomes tough. Ask yourself what drives you to pursue your dreams. What impact will achieving your goals have on your life? How will it make you feel? When your purpose is clear, discipline becomes less about forcing yourself to do something and more about staying true to your vision. Your why gives meaning to the sacrifices you make and the hard work you put in, transforming discipline into a fulfilling pursuit rather than a burdensome task. Breaking your goals down into specific, actionable steps is another crucial aspect of discipline. Abstract goals like get fit or be successful are difficult to follow through on because they lack clarity. Instead, translate them into tangible actions like exercise for 30 minutes daily or complete one professional development course each month. By setting clear and achievable milestones, you create a roadmap that guides your progress. Each step forward, no matter how small, builds momentum and strengthens your discipline, making it easier to stay focused and avoid distractions. Creating a structured routine is one of the most powerful ways to develop discipline. Successful individuals often rely on daily routines to anchor their habits and maximize their productivity. A well-designed routine minimizes decision fatigue, as it eliminates the need to constantly choose between productive tasks and distractions. When you follow a routine, your actions become automatic, requiring less mental effort and willpower. This consistency helps you build strong habits that support your goals, allowing you to make progress every day, even when motivation is low. One of the biggest challenges to discipline is the temptation of instant gratification. We live in a world that thrives on quick rewards and easy solutions, which can make it difficult to stay committed to long-term goals. Delayed gratification, the ability to resist short-term pleasures in favor of long-term benefits, is a critical skill in building discipline. It means choosing the path that leads to lasting fulfillment rather than temporary satisfaction. Practicing delayed gratification teaches you to value the bigger picture and to stay focused on your ultimate goals, even when shortcuts and distractions beckon. Accountability is another crucial element of maintaining discipline. Sharing your goals with a trusted friend, mentor, or community creates a sense of responsibility that keeps you on track. When you know that someone else is aware of your commitments, it becomes harder to give up or slack off. Having an accountability partner provides encouragement, constructive feedback, and a sense of shared purpose that can be incredibly motivating. Knowing that others are rooting for you and holding you to your promises can be the extra push you need on days when your discipline wavers. Managing your time effectively is a skill that goes hand in hand with discipline. Time is your most valuable resource, and how you use it determines the progress you make toward your goals. Prioritize your tasks based on their impact and importance, focusing on the activities that will move you closer to your objectives. Use tools like time blocking, to-do lists, and calendars to organize your day, ensuring that you dedicate your energy to what truly matters. By structuring your time thoughtfully, you create a disciplined approach to your work and maximize your productivity. One of the biggest barriers to discipline is the fear of failure. It's easy to lose motivation and give up on your goals if you're afraid of not succeeding. However, developing discipline means redefining your relationship with failure. See failure not as a final verdict on your abilities, but as valuable feedback and a learning opportunity. Each setback is a chance to refine your strategies, grow stronger, and try again with greater wisdom. When you embrace failure as part of the journey, you build resilience and the determination to keep moving forward, no matter how many times you stumble. Building discipline also requires learning to push through discomfort. Discipline often demands that you do things that are hard or uncomfortable, like getting up early, resisting unhealthy habits, or working long hours on a project. Resilient people understand that growth happens outside of their comfort zone. They welcome challenges as opportunities to test their limits and build their capabilities. The more you practice stepping outside your comfort zone, the more natural and rewarding it becomes, strengthening your discipline with every effort. Celebrating your small victories is an essential aspect of maintaining discipline. Acknowledging the progress you've made, no matter how minor, reinforces positive behavior and boosts your motivation. Recognize every milestone you reach and allow yourself to feel proud of your achievements. Celebrating these wins shifts your focus from what still needs to be done to what you've already accomplished, creating a sense of fulfillment that propels you forward. Visualization and affirmations are powerful tools to reinforce your discipline. Imagine yourself sticking to your routines, overcoming challenges, and reaching your goals. Visualizing your success helps you build a clear mental image of what you're striving for, which strengthens your resolve to make it happen. Pair this with positive affirmations like, "I am disciplined," "I keep my commitments to myself," and "I am in control of my actions." These affirmations help program your mind to focus on the behaviors that lead to success, reinforcing your belief in your ability to stay disciplined. Finally, it's important to practice self-forgiveness when you fall short. No matter how disciplined you are, there will be moments when you slip up, give in to distractions, or fail to follow through. What matters is not that you fell off track, but how quickly you get back on. Forgive yourself for your mistakes, learn from them, and move forward without dwelling on the setbacks. Discipline is about persistence, not perfection. Each day is a new opportunity to start fresh, to recommit to your goals, and to prove to yourself that you are capable of achieving anything you set your mind to. The discipline of success is a continuous journey, one that demands dedication, resilience, and unwavering commitment to your vision. It's about creating habits that lead to progress, taking deliberate action even when it's tough, and staying true to your path despite the challenges. Discipline is the engine that drives you toward your dreams, turning your ambitions into tangible achievements. By cultivating discipline, you unlock the power to shape your future, to create the life you desire, and to achieve success beyond your wildest expectations. Chapter 9. The Impact of Environment on Your Mindset. The environment you surround yourself with has a profound impact on your mindset, your behavior, and ultimately your success. It is often said that we are the product of our surroundings, and this couldn't be truer when it comes to shaping our thoughts and actions. The people you interact with, the places you spend your time, the energy you absorb, and even the content you consume all play significant roles in influencing how you think, feel, and act. If you want to master your mindset and elevate your life, it's essential to understand how your environment affects you and how you can design it to support your growth and success. Our minds are incredibly impressionable, and they pick up on cues from the environment constantly. Whether you realize it or not, your surroundings are sending signals to your brain, shaping your thoughts, habits, and reactions. If you are in a positive, motivating, and growth-oriented environment, you are more likely to feel inspired, take action, and strive for your best. Conversely, if you are in a toxic or negative environment, your mindset can easily slip into self-doubt, procrastination, and fear. This is why creating a supportive environment is crucial for achieving your goals and maintaining a powerful, focused mindset. One of the most significant aspects of your environment is the people you surround yourself with. The company you keep has a direct impact on your mindset and attitude. It's often said that we are the average of the 5 people we spend the most time with, and this is because our beliefs, behaviors, and energy tend to reflect those of the people around us. If you surround yourself with people who are ambitious, optimistic, and supportive, you are more likely to adopt those same qualities. They will encourage you to aim higher, believe in your potential, and push through obstacles with determination. On the other hand, if you are constantly surrounded by negativity, pessimism, and doubt, it becomes much harder to maintain a positive and growth-oriented mindset. Negative people can drain your energy, undermine your confidence, and plant seeds of doubt in your mind. They may tell you that your goals are unrealistic, or that you're not capable of achieving what you set out to do. Over time, these toxic influences can limit your thinking and keep you trapped in a cycle of mediocrity. This is why it's so important to evaluate your relationships and make conscious choices about who you allow into your inner circle. While it might be difficult to completely remove negative influences from your life, it's crucial to set boundaries. Learn to distance yourself from people who consistently bring you down or who fail to support your aspirations. Surround yourself with individuals who uplift you, inspire you, and genuinely want to see you succeed. Seek out mentors, peers, and friends who are on a similar journey of growth and self-improvement, and who challenge you to become the best version of yourself. These positive relationships act as a support system that motivates you to stay disciplined, focused, and committed to your goals. Your physical environment also plays a significant role in shaping your mindset. The spaces you live and work in can either energize you and boost your productivity or drain your motivation and creativity. A cluttered, disorganized environment can create mental chaos, making it difficult to concentrate and think clearly. When your surroundings are chaotic, your mind tends to reflect that chaos, leading to stress, confusion, and lack of focus. On the other hand, a clean, organized, and aesthetically pleasing space can have a calming effect on your mind, making it easier to concentrate, generate new ideas, and stay motivated. Designing your physical environment to align with your goals is a powerful way to influence your mindset. Create a space that inspires creativity, positivity, and productivity. Add elements that remind you of your goals, such as vision boards, motivational quotes, or objects that symbolize your achievements. Arrange your workspace to minimize distractions and to keep the tools you need readily available. When your environment is set up to support your ambitions, it serves as a constant reminder of what you're working towards and why it matters. The digital environment also has a significant impact on your mindset. In today's world, we are constantly bombarded with information, much of which can be negative or distracting. Social media, news outlets, and online content often promote fear, drama, and comparison, which can undermine your mindset and make you feel inadequate or overwhelmed. If you're not mindful of what you consume digitally, you may find yourself absorbing negativity and limiting beliefs that affect your self-worth and motivation. To take control of your digital environment, be intentional about the content you consume. Curate your social media feeds to include positive, educational, and inspiring content that aligns with your goals. Unfollow or mute accounts that promote negativity, gossip, or anything that triggers self-doubt or stress. Replace mindless scrolling with reading books, listening to podcasts, or watching videos that help you grow, learn, and stay motivated. The more you fill your mind with constructive and uplifting information, the more resilient and focused your mindset becomes. Creating a positive environment also involves being aware of the energy around you. Energy is contagious, and it can significantly influence your mood, thoughts, and actions. Spend time in places that energize you, whether it's nature, a cozy coffee shop, or a room filled with sunlight. Engage in activities that lift your spirits and connect you to a sense of peace and purpose, like meditation, exercise, or spending time with loved ones. When you surround yourself with positive energy, it boosts your mood, enhances your creativity, and strengthens your resolve to pursue your goals. Another aspect of environment is the routines and rituals you build into your life. Rituals create a sense of structure and stability, which can greatly enhance your mindset. Morning routines, for example, set the tone for your entire day. Starting your day with practices like meditation, journaling, goal setting, or exercise can prime your mind for success, positivity, and focus. These rituals become habits that guide your thoughts and actions, helping you maintain a disciplined and growth-oriented mindset throughout the day. One of the most empowering things you can do is to create a personal growth environment, a space where learning, growth, and self-improvement are prioritized. This means surrounding yourself with books, resources, and experiences that challenge you to think differently and expand your knowledge. Invest in courses, attend workshops, or join mastermind groups that expose you to new ideas and skills. A personal growth environment not only strengthens your mindset, but also accelerates your progress towards your goals by keeping you in a constant state of learning and development. It's important to remember that you have the power to design and control your environment. You are not a passive observer of your surroundings. You are the architect of your space and the people you choose to interact with. By making conscious choices about who and what you allow into your life, you take charge of your mindset and create an environment that aligns with your highest goals. You build a life that supports your vision and nurtures your ambitions. The impact of your environment on your mindset is profound and far-reaching. It shapes the way you think, influences your emotions, and drives your actions. By curating a positive, empowering environment, You create fertile ground for personal growth and success. You surround yourself with the right energy, the right people, and the right tools to elevate your life to its highest potential. When you master your environment, you master your mindset. And in doing so, you unlock the power to create the life you've always envisioned. Chapter 10. Mindfulness and Mental Clarity. Mindfulness and mental clarity are like the twin pillars that support a strong and resilient mindset. In a world that is constantly pulling our attention in 1,000 different directions, mastering the art of mindfulness can feel like a superpower. It's the ability to stay present, fully engaged in the moment, and aware of your thoughts and feelings without getting lost in them. Mental clarity, on the other hand, is the state of having a focused, clear, and calm mind that can cut through the noise of everyday life and make decisions with confidence and precision. Together, mindfulness and mental clarity form the foundation for a life that is not only more peaceful and balanced, but also more productive and purpose-driven. Mindfulness is much more than just a buzzword. It's a practice rooted in ancient traditions that teaches you to observe your thoughts, emotions, and sensations without reacting to them impulsively. It's about breaking free from the autopilot mode that most of us live in, where we go through the day reacting to events, worrying about the future, or ruminating on the past. Mindfulness brings you back to the present moment, the only place where life truly unfolds, and where you have the power to make choices that shape your reality. One of the most significant benefits of mindfulness is that it helps you become aware of your thought patterns. So much of what we think is automatic and habitual, often shaped by fears, doubts, and limiting beliefs. When you practice mindfulness, you create a space between your thoughts and your reactions, which allows you to observe these patterns objectively. You begin to see that your thoughts are just thoughts, not facts or truths. This awareness is the first step to gaining control over your mind and making conscious decisions rather than being driven by unconscious impulses. Mental clarity is the byproduct of a mindful life. When your mind is clear, you can think more logically, make better decisions, and stay focused on your goals. Mental clarity allows you to see situations as they really are, without the fog of emotions or the distortion of biases. It enables you to respond to challenges with a calm and collected mindset, rather than reacting out of stress or fear. Achieving mental clarity is like wiping the smudges off a window. Everything becomes clearer, more transparent, and easier to navigate. To cultivate mindfulness, start with the practice of mindful breathing. This simple technique involves focusing your attention on your breath, the rise and fall of your chest, the sensation of air entering and leaving your lungs, the rhythm of your breathing. When your mind starts to wander, gently guide it back to the breath. This exercise anchors you in the present moment and trains your mind to focus on one thing at a time. Regular practice of mindful breathing can reduce stress, enhance concentration, and improve emotional regulation, laying the groundwork for a more mindful and clear-headed approach to life. Meditation is another powerful tool for developing both mindfulness and mental clarity. Meditation is often misunderstood as a practice of emptying the mind, but it's more about observing the mind's activity without getting entangled in it. During meditation, you might notice thoughts drifting in and out of your mind, everything from worries to random memories to to-do lists. Instead of trying to stop these thoughts, you simply observe them, like watching clouds pass across the sky without judgment or attachment. This practice teaches you to detach from your thoughts, to understand that you are not your thoughts and that they don't have to control you. There are various forms of meditation that you can explore, including mindfulness meditation, guided visualization, and loving-kindness meditation, each offering unique benefits for mental clarity and emotional well-being. For instance, guided visualization helps you focus your mind on positive images and outcomes, reinforcing your goals and aspirations. Loving kindness meditation cultivates compassion and empathy, enhancing your relationships with yourself and others. Incorporating these meditation practices into your daily routine can significantly enhance your self-awareness, emotional resilience, and ability to focus. One of the main obstacles to mindfulness and mental clarity is the constant stream of distractions that bombard us every day. We live in an age of information overload, where notifications, social media, emails, and endless to-do lists pull our attention in multiple directions. This scattered focus can leave your mind feeling cluttered and overwhelmed, making it difficult to think clearly or prioritize effectively. To counter this, it's essential to create moments of digital detox, times when you disconnect from your devices and reconnect with yourself. Creating a mindful environment is another crucial step in fostering mental clarity. Your surroundings greatly influence your thoughts, emotions, and energy levels. A cluttered space often leads to a cluttered mind, so take the time to organize your home and workspace in a way that promotes calm and focus. Add elements that bring you peace and joy, such as plants, artwork, or soft lighting, and remove items that cause distraction or stress. When your environment supports a state of mindfulness, it becomes easier to maintain a clear and focused mindset throughout the day. Journaling is a highly effective practice for gaining mental clarity and deepening mindfulness. Writing down your thoughts and feelings on paper allows you to process your emotions, understand your internal dialogue, and identify patterns that might be holding you back. It's like having a conversation with yourself, where you can sort through your thoughts, reflect on your experiences, and gain insights into your behaviors. Journaling helps you declutter your mind, release pent-up emotions, and gain perspective on challenges, making it easier to approach problems with a solution-focused mindset. Practicing mindfulness also involves cultivating a deep sense of gratitude. When you focus on what you are grateful for, you shift your attention away from what's lacking in your life to what's already abundant and positive. This change in focus can dramatically improve your mental state, making you feel more centered, fulfilled, and at peace. Gratitude trains your mind to appreciate the present moment rather than constantly chasing after the next goal or worrying about future uncertainties. This practice of mindfulness helps you see the richness of each day and recognize the small victories that often go unnoticed. Another aspect of mindfulness is learning to listen, not just to others, but to yourself. Often we are so consumed with the noise around us and our internal chatter that we fail to hear what our body, mind, or soul is trying to tell us. Mindful listening means being fully present in conversations, paying attention to the words, emotions, and body language of the person speaking, without planning your response or getting distracted. It also means tuning into your own needs, recognizing when you are tired, stressed, or overwhelmed, and taking the necessary steps to nurture yourself. Mindful movement is a practice that combines physical activity with mindfulness techniques such as yoga, tai chi, or even mindful walking. These practices emphasize connecting the mind and body, focusing on breath, movement, and posture. They are incredibly effective for releasing tension, improving focus, and enhancing your overall sense of well-being. By bringing your full attention to each movement, you train your mind to be present and engaged, cultivating a state of inner balance and mental clarity. Practicing mindfulness involves letting go of the need for control. We often become stressed and anxious because we try to control every outcome, every detail of our lives. Mindfulness teaches us to accept the present moment as it is, without trying to force it to be something different. It's about trusting the process and understanding that while you can influence your thoughts and actions, you cannot control everything that happens around you. This acceptance leads to a profound sense of peace and clarity, allowing you to respond to life's challenges with grace and wisdom. Mindfulness and mental clarity are not just tools for relaxation, they are essential skills for navigating the complexities of modern life. They empower you to live consciously, to make decisions that align with your values, and to approach every situation with a calm and focused mind. By integrating mindfulness practices into your daily life, you create a foundation of mental clarity that supports your growth, enhances your productivity, and deepens your sense of purpose. With a mindful mind and a clear vision, you unlock the power to live fully in each moment, guiding your life with intention, presence, and unwavering clarity. Chapter 11. Shifting from reaction to response. One of the most transformative aspects of mastering your mindset is learning how to shift from reacting to situations impulsively to responding with thoughtfulness and purpose. Reactions are often automatic and emotional, driven by our immediate instincts or past conditioning, whereas responses are deliberate and conscious choices made from a place of awareness and control. Developing the ability to respond rather than react can completely change how you navigate life's challenges, relationships, and decisions, leading to more positive outcomes and a greater sense of inner peace. The difference between reacting and responding might seem subtle, but its impact on your life is profound. A reaction is an instant, often knee-jerk action that you take in response to a trigger. It's quick, emotional, and usually not thought through. It's the snap decision you make when someone cuts you off in traffic, the angry words that slip out in a heated argument, or the fear-driven choices you make when faced with uncertainty. Reactions are usually rooted in your past experiences and your subconscious mind, often leading to regret or frustration later on. A response, on the other hand, is a considered action that you take after pausing to reflect on the situation. It involves a moment of mindfulness where you step back, assess the trigger, and choose the best course of action based on your values, goals, and the bigger picture. Responding is about having control over your thoughts and emotions, so that you can make decisions that align with your long-term objectives rather than just your immediate feelings. It's a skill that allows you to act with intention, turning challenges into opportunities for growth rather than setbacks. Learning to shift from reaction to response begins with cultivating self-awareness. The first step is to recognize your triggers, the people, situations, or experiences that typically cause you to react impulsively. Maybe it's a colleague's criticism, a loved one's disapproval, or even a fear of failure that sends you into a tailspin of negative thoughts and emotions. By identifying these triggers, you become more aware of how they affect you, which is the key to changing how you deal with them. One of the most effective tools in shifting from reaction to response is the practice of pausing. When you feel a strong emotional reaction building up, take a moment to pause before you act. This pause creates a gap between the stimulus and your response, giving you the space to breathe, think, and choose a more thoughtful course of action. During this brief moment, you can ask yourself important questions. What am I really feeling? What is triggering this emotion? What would be the best way to handle this situation in line with my values and goals? Breathing techniques play a crucial role in this process. When we react impulsively, our body often goes into a state of stress or fight or flight, making it difficult to think clearly. Deep breathing helps calm the nervous system, lower the heart rate, and bring you back to a state of equilibrium. Simple practices like Taking a few slow, deep breaths can help you regain control over your emotions and clear your mind, making it easier to choose a response that is thoughtful and aligned with your intentions. Mindfulness meditation is another powerful tool for shifting from reaction to response. By practicing mindfulness regularly, you train your mind to stay present and observe your thoughts and feelings without getting swept away by them. Mindfulness helps you become more attuned to your inner dialogue and the automatic reactions that arise from your subconscious mind. Over time, this practice builds a mental buffer between your triggers and your actions, allowing you to approach situations with a calm, focused, and measured perspective. Reframing your thoughts is also essential in the process of shifting from reaction to response. When faced with a challenging situation, your initial reaction might be negative or self-defeating. Reframing involves looking at the situation from a different perspective, turning problems into possibilities and obstacles into opportunities. For example, instead of reacting with frustration when a project fails, you might respond by seeing it as a valuable learning experience that will guide you to a better solution next time. This shift in perspective not only reduces emotional stress, but also empowers you to take constructive action. Cultivating empathy and understanding is another key to responding rather than reacting. When someone's words or actions trigger you, it's easy to react defensively or with anger. However, if you take a moment to put yourself in their shoes and understand where they might be coming from, you can respond with compassion and empathy. Understanding that everyone has their struggles, fears, and insecurities allows you to approach situations from a place of kindness rather than judgment, leading to more harmonious relationships and better conflict resolution. One of the most powerful ways to practice responding over reacting is by setting clear intentions. Intentions are guiding principles that help you decide how you want to show up in every moment of your life. Before engaging in a difficult conversation, stepping into a high-pressure situation, or making a tough decision, set an intention for how you want to respond. It might be to stay calm, to listen actively, or to focus on finding a solution rather than winning an argument. When you have a clear intention, it becomes much easier to align your actions with your desired outcome, reducing the likelihood of reacting impulsively. Developing emotional intelligence is fundamental to mastering the art of response. Emotional intelligence is the ability to recognize, understand, and manage your own emotions, as well as to recognize and influence the emotions of others. When you have high emotional intelligence, you're better equipped to handle your feelings and navigate social situations with empathy and clarity. You become more skilled at diffusing conflicts, communicating effectively, and creating positive interactions that lead to constructive outcomes. One of the greatest challenges in shifting from reaction to response is dealing with criticism and feedback. Many people have a natural tendency to react defensively when they receive criticism, taking it personally and allowing it to damage their self-esteem. However, when you develop the ability to respond rather than react, you can view criticism as an opportunity for growth rather than a personal attack. You learn to listen to the feedback objectively, separate the constructive elements from any negativity, and use it to improve yourself rather than letting it hold you back. Another important aspect of responding instead of reacting is the power of patience. Patience allows you to take a step back, consider your options, and wait for the right moment to act. In moments of high stress or urgency, it's easy to feel pressured to make quick decisions, but haste often leads to regret. Practicing patience gives you the time to gather your thoughts, seek additional information if needed, and make decisions that are thoughtful and well considered. This approach not only leads to better outcomes, but also fosters a greater sense of inner peace and confidence in your choices. Developing a response-oriented mindset involves self-compassion. We are often harsh critics of ourselves, especially when we react poorly to a situation. Practicing self-compassion means giving yourself the grace to make mistakes and to learn from them. It means acknowledging that you are human, that sometimes your emotions will get the best of you, and that each experience is an opportunity to grow. Instead of judging yourself for your reactions, focus on how you can respond more effectively in the future. Shifting from reaction to response is about reclaiming your power over your own life. It's about taking control of your emotions, thoughts, and actions so that you can handle whatever life throws at you with grace and confidence. When you respond thoughtfully rather than reacting impulsively, you create a life that is driven by intention, clarity, and purpose. This shift not only strengthens your mindset, but also transforms your relationships, your problem-solving abilities, and your overall experience of the world. By mastering the art of response, you unlock the power to navigate life's challenges with wisdom, patience, and a profound sense of inner strength. Chapter 12. The Art of Letting Go. Letting go is one of the most powerful and liberating skills you can cultivate on your journey to mastering your mindset. It's about releasing the grip of the past, shedding the weight of regrets, and freeing yourself from the need to control every outcome. The art of letting go is not about giving up or giving in. It's about recognizing when something no longer serves you, allowing space for new opportunities, growth, and experiences. It is about accepting what you cannot change and focusing your energy on what you can, your present and your future. Many of us carry invisible baggage that weighs us down, grudges from past experiences, disappointments from unmet expectations, and fears about the future. This emotional clutter creates stress, anxiety, and a lack of clarity in our lives. We hold on to things because of fear. Fear of the unknown, fear of failure, fear of losing control, or fear of change. But the truth is, by holding on to what no longer serves us, we limit our ability to move forward and experience life fully. The first step in the art of letting go is to acknowledge and accept your feelings. Denial or suppression of emotions only intensifies their power over you. When you allow yourself to feel your emotions without judgment, whether it's anger, sadness, regret, or fear, you begin the process of healing. Accepting your feelings doesn't mean you're okay with what happened or that you agree with the situation. It simply means you're no longer resisting your reality. Acceptance is a powerful act of courage that opens the door to transformation and growth. To let go, you must also learn to forgive, not just others, but also yourself. Forgiveness is often misunderstood as condoning or forgetting the wrong that was done, but in reality, it is about freeing yourself from the chains of resentment and bitterness. Holding on to anger or grudges only harms you, not the person or situation that caused your pain. Forgiving yourself for your mistakes, your flaws, and your failures is equally important. It means recognizing that you are human, that you are still learning and growing, and that you deserve kindness and understanding. The art of letting go also involves releasing the need for control. We often try to control every aspect of our lives, believing that if we can just manage every detail, we can prevent pain, failure, or disappointment. However, life is inherently unpredictable, and trying to control everything only leads to stress and frustration. Letting go of control doesn't mean becoming passive or indifferent. It means trusting that things will unfold as they are meant to, and that you have the strength to handle whatever comes your way. It's about focusing on what you can control, your thoughts, your actions, and your attitude, rather than what you can't. One of the most profound aspects of letting go is learning to detach from outcomes. We are often attached to specific results, believing that our happiness and success depend on things turning out exactly as we planned. This attachment to outcomes creates anxiety, disappointment, and a sense of failure when things don't go as expected. Practicing detachment means doing your best in every situation, putting in the necessary effort, but releasing your expectations of how things should turn out. It's about trusting the process, knowing that sometimes the universe has a different plan for you, one that might lead to even greater opportunities than you imagined. Mindfulness plays a critical role in the process of letting go. When you practice mindfulness, you stay present, focused on the here and now, without getting lost in thoughts of the past or worries about the future. Mindfulness helps you observe your thoughts and emotions without becoming attached to them, allowing you to release negative patterns and let go of what you cannot change. By staying grounded in the present, you reduce the power of regrets and fears, freeing yourself to experience life with a sense of peace and acceptance. Another powerful technique for letting go is the practice of visualization. Visualization can help you symbolically release the things that no longer serve you. For instance, imagine your worries, regrets, or negative emotions as leaves floating down a river. Visualize them being carried away by the current, moving further and further away from you until they disappear completely. This practice helps to create a mental image of release, reinforcing your intention to let go of these burdens. The people in your life also play a role in your ability to let go. Sometimes we hold on to toxic relationships, friendships, or connections because we're afraid of being alone or fear the change that comes with ending them. Letting go of these relationships doesn't mean you don't care about the people involved. It means you care about your well-being and personal growth. Surround yourself with people who support your journey, who lift you up, and who encourage you to be your best self. Distance yourself from those who drain your energy, who are critical of your dreams, or who constantly bring negativity into your life. One of the most challenging aspects of letting go is dealing with regret. Regret is like a heavy chain that anchors you to the past, making it difficult to move forward. We all have moments we wish we could undo, decisions we regret, or paths we didn't take. The key to letting go of regret is to learn from it. Reflect on your past experiences, extract the lessons they offered, and use those lessons to make better choices in the future. Remember that every mistake you've made has shaped who you are today and has given you the wisdom to create a brighter tomorrow. Letting go is also about releasing the need for perfection. Many of us hold ourselves to impossibly high standards, expecting ourselves to never fail, to always succeed, and to be perfect in everything we do. This unrealistic expectation leads to self-criticism, stress, and a constant feeling of not being enough. Letting go of perfectionism means embracing your imperfections, accepting that mistakes are part of the journey, and recognizing that growth often comes from failure and learning. It's about celebrating progress, not perfection, and being kind to yourself along the way. Practicing gratitude is another essential element in the art of letting go. Gratitude shifts your focus from what you lack to what you already have. It helps you appreciate the present moment and the abundance in your life, making it easier to let go of disappointments and unmet expectations. When you cultivate gratitude, you train your mind to see the positives in every situation, even in the challenges and setbacks. This mindset shift not only makes letting go easier, but also fills your life with a sense of fulfillment and joy. The journey of letting go is not a one-time event, but a continuous process. It's about making the conscious choice every day to release what no longer serves you, to forgive yourself and others, and to trust the flow of life. It's about understanding that true freedom doesn't come from controlling every aspect of your life, but from accepting the uncertainty of the future with grace and an open heart. Letting go creates space in your life for new beginnings, for growth, and for the kind of experiences that truly resonate with your soul. As you master the art of letting go, you open yourself to infinite possibilities. You become lighter, more flexible, and more in tune with your true self. You learn to embrace change, to see every ending as a new beginning, and to trust that everything in your life is unfolding exactly as it should. Letting go is not about losing or giving up. It's about gaining the freedom to live your life fully and authentically. It's about making room for the new, the unknown, and the extraordinary. By letting go, you unlock the doors to inner peace, joy, and self-discovery. You give yourself permission to move beyond your limitations, to rise above past pain, and to step into a future filled with possibilities. The art of letting go is a gift you give to yourself, a gift that allows you to experience life without the burdens of the past or the fear of the future. In letting go, you find the courage to live the life you were meant to live, free and unencumbered, open to all the wonders that the world has to offer. Chapter 13. Mastering Your Emotions. Mastering your emotions is a crucial step in achieving personal growth and developing a resilient mindset. Emotions are powerful forces that influence every aspect of our lives, our thoughts, actions, decisions, and relationships. They can be the driving force behind our success or the barrier that holds us back. Learning to master your emotions doesn't mean suppressing or denying them. It means understanding them, embracing them, and using them to your advantage. It's about finding balance between your head and your heart so that you can navigate life with wisdom, clarity, and confidence. One of the first steps to mastering your emotions is to recognize and acknowledge them. Too often, people try to ignore their feelings or push them down because they believe emotions make them weak or vulnerable. But the truth is, denying your emotions only strengthens their grip on you. Emotions are natural signals that tell you what's going on inside, guiding you to pay attention to your needs, desires, and experiences. By acknowledging your emotions, you open the door to understanding them, which is the first step to gaining control over them. Understanding your emotions involves identifying their root causes. It's easy to get caught up in the surface feelings like anger, sadness, or frustration, but these emotions often stem from deeper issues such as fear, insecurity, disappointment, or unmet expectations. For example, when you feel angry, ask yourself if it's truly anger or if it's fear of losing control, hurt from feeling unappreciated, or sadness from a broken expectation. When you understand the underlying cause of your emotions, you can address the real issue rather than just the symptoms. One of the most effective techniques in mastering your emotions is to practice emotional regulation. Emotional regulation is the ability to manage your emotional responses in a healthy and constructive way. It's not about shutting down your emotions or pretending they don't exist, but about controlling how you express them. For example, instead of lashing out in anger when someone criticizes you, take a moment to breathe, reflect on the feedback, and choose a response that aligns with your values and goals. Emotional regulation helps you stay calm under pressure and prevents you from making decisions you might later regret. Mindfulness plays a significant role in emotional mastery. When you practice mindfulness, you train yourself to observe your emotions as they arise without becoming overwhelmed by them. Mindfulness allows you to create a space between the feeling and your reaction, giving you the clarity to choose your response. For instance, when anxiety begins to surface, Instead of letting it spiral into panic, you can acknowledge it, breathe through it, and ground yourself in the present moment. Mindfulness teaches you to stay anchored in the now, reducing the power of negative emotions and promoting a state of inner peace. Another powerful technique for mastering your emotions is cognitive reframing. Reframing involves changing the way you perceive a situation, turning a negative emotion into a constructive one. For example, if you feel discouraged because you failed at a task, instead of seeing it as a sign of your inadequacy, reframe it as a valuable learning experience that will make you stronger and wiser. This shift in perspective helps you see challenges as opportunities for growth rather than threats to your self-esteem. Cognitive reframing empowers you to take control of your emotional responses by changing the narrative you tell yourself. Self-compassion is also an essential aspect of emotional mastery. We are often our harshest critics, judging ourselves for our mistakes, flaws, and perceived shortcomings. Practicing self-compassion means treating yourself with the same kindness and understanding that you would offer to a friend. When you make a mistake or fall short of your expectations, remind yourself that it's okay to be imperfect, that everyone makes mistakes, and that you're still worthy of love and respect. Self-compassion not only softens the sting of negative emotions, but also boosts your resilience, helping you bounce back from setbacks more quickly. Learning to set healthy boundaries is another crucial part of mastering your emotions. Boundaries are the limits you set for yourself in relationships and interactions to protect your well-being and emotional health. When you don't have clear boundaries, you may find yourself constantly overwhelmed, stressed, or resentful because you're taking on too much or allowing others to drain your energy. Setting boundaries means knowing your limits, communicating them assertively, and not feeling guilty about saying no when necessary. Boundaries help you manage your emotional energy effectively so you can focus on what truly matters to you. Another important element of emotional mastery is developing empathy, the ability to understand and share the feelings of others. Empathy allows you to connect with people on a deeper level, to see things from their perspective, and to respond to their needs with compassion and care. When you cultivate empathy, you become less reactive in conflicts and more understanding in your interactions. It helps you manage your own emotions by recognizing that everyone has their own struggles, fears, and motivations. This understanding fosters patience, tolerance, and a calmer approach to challenges. Visualization techniques can also be highly effective in emotional mastery. Visualize yourself handling difficult situations with grace and poise. Picture yourself remaining calm, collected, and in control when faced with stress, criticism, or disappointment. This mental rehearsal helps you prepare for real-life scenarios, training your mind to respond in the way you desire rather than reacting impulsively. Visualization creates a mental blueprint for success, guiding your actions and responses toward a more balanced and emotionally intelligent approach. Developing a habit of journaling is another excellent way to understand and master your emotions. Writing down your thoughts and feelings helps you process your experiences, identify patterns in your behavior, and gain insight into what triggers your emotional reactions. Journaling allows you to release pent-up emotions, reducing their intensity and giving you a clearer perspective on the situation. Over time, this practice can enhance your emotional awareness and help you respond more effectively to challenging circumstances. Physical activity is often overlooked but is a vital component in managing emotions. Exercise releases endorphins, the body's natural mood lifters, which can help reduce stress, anxiety, and negative feelings. Engaging in regular physical activity can also serve as a healthy outlet for releasing pent-up emotions like anger or frustration. Whether it's a brisk walk, a yoga session, or an intense workout, moving your body helps clear your mind and refocus your energy, contributing to a more balanced emotional state. Another crucial skill in mastering your emotions is the ability to detach from emotional triggers. Emotional triggers are specific situations, words, or behaviors that evoke a strong emotional reaction within you. When you learn to recognize these triggers, you can begin to understand why they affect you so deeply. Detachment doesn't mean ignoring your feelings, but rather responding to these triggers from a place of calm and objectivity. It's about training yourself to pause, breathe, and choose how you want to react instead of letting your emotions dictate your behavior. Cultivating gratitude is one of the most powerful ways to manage your emotions and shift your mindset to a more positive state. Gratitude is the practice of focusing on what you have rather than what you lack. When you're feeling overwhelmed by negative emotions, taking a moment to reflect on the things you're grateful for can instantly lift your spirits and shift your perspective. Gratitude reduces stress, improves mood, and increases your overall sense of well-being, making it easier to maintain a balanced emotional state even in difficult times. Mastering your emotions is not about suppressing them or pretending they don't exist. It's about understanding them, accepting them, and learning how to use them to your advantage. It's about responding to life's challenges with wisdom and clarity rather than being swept away by impulsive reactions. When you master your emotions, you gain control over your inner world, which in turn influences how you experience your outer world. You become the author of your own story, crafting a life that is guided by purpose, compassion, and emotional intelligence. The journey to emotional mastery is ongoing, requiring patience, practice, and self-awareness. It's about building resilience, developing empathy, and creating a mindset that allows you to handle whatever life throws your way with grace and strength. By mastering your emotions, you unlock the power to transform not just your mindset, but your entire experience of life. You become more present, more connected, and more at peace with yourself and the world around you. Emotional mastery empowers you to live a life of authenticity, purpose, and profound inner joy. Chapter 14. Visualization and Goal Setting. Visualization and goal setting are two of the most powerful tools you can use to transform your dreams into reality. Together, they create a mental blueprint that guides your actions, keeps you motivated, and aligns your thoughts with your desired outcomes. Visualization is the practice of creating a vivid mental image of your goals as if they've already been achieved, while goal setting involves defining clear, actionable steps to turn those images into tangible results. When you master these techniques, you harness the power of your mind to bring your aspirations to life and create a clear pathway to your success. The concept of visualization is not new. It has been used for centuries by great thinkers, athletes, and successful individuals to achieve their highest potential. The power of visualization lies in its ability to engage your brain in the process of creating your future. When you visualize your goals vividly and consistently, your mind begins to believe that these goals are not only possible, but already happening. This mental rehearsal activates the same neural pathways in your brain as if you were actually performing the actions, strengthening your confidence and preparing you for real-life execution. One of the keys to effective visualization is to make it as detailed and realistic as possible. Don't just picture the end result. Immerse yourself in the experience. For example, if your goal is to run a marathon, don't just see yourself crossing the finish line. Visualize the entire journey, the early morning runs, the sound of your feet hitting the pavement, the sweat on your skin, the cheering crowd, and the rush of emotions as you cross that finish line. Engage all your senses. Imagine the smells, the sounds, the sights, and the feelings associated with achieving your goal. The more vivid your visualization, the more powerful the effect on your brain. Creating a vision board is another effective way to enhance your visualization practice. A vision board is a collage of images, words, and symbols that represent your goals and dreams. It serves as a visual reminder of what you're working towards, keeping your aspirations at the forefront of your mind every day. When you regularly look at your vision board, it reinforces your commitment to your goals and ignites your motivation to take consistent action. Place your vision board somewhere you'll see it often, like your workspace or bedroom, so that it becomes a constant source of inspiration. Goal setting goes hand in hand with visualization. While visualization sets the intention and creates the mental image of your success, goal setting provides the actionable steps to get there. To set effective goals, it's essential to use the SMART criteria: specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. This means defining your goals clearly, making them quantifiable, ensuring they are realistic, aligning them with your overall vision, and setting a deadline for completion. SMART goals break down your larger aspirations into smaller, more manageable tasks, making it easier to track your progress and stay focused. One of the most important aspects of goal setting is to write down your goals. Studies have shown that people who write down their goals are significantly more likely to achieve them compared to those who only think about their goals. Writing them down solidifies your commitment, turning vague ideas into concrete plans. When you put your goals on paper, you create a contract with yourself that holds you accountable. Review your goals regularly to remind yourself of what you're working towards and to make any necessary adjustments along the way. Breaking your goals into smaller, actionable steps is crucial for maintaining momentum and avoiding overwhelm. Large goals can often feel intimidating and unattainable if you look at them as a whole. By dividing them into smaller tasks, you make the journey more manageable and less daunting. Each small step you complete brings you closer to your goal, builds your confidence, and provides a sense of accomplishment that fuels your motivation to keep going. Setting short-term and long-term goals is also essential for creating a balanced approach to your aspirations. Short-term goals are the milestones that you can achieve in the near future, such as within a few weeks or months, while long-term goals are the bigger achievements that might take years to accomplish. Short-term goals keep you focused and provide immediate rewards, while long-term goals give you direction and purpose, guiding your overall journey. Together, they create a roadmap that helps you stay on course, even when faced with challenges or distractions. Accountability is another key factor in achieving your goals. Sharing your goals with a trusted friend, mentor, or coach can significantly increase your chances of success. When you know that someone else is aware of your goals and checking in on your progress, it adds an extra layer of motivation and discipline. Accountability partners provide support, encouragement, and constructive feedback, helping you stay focused and committed to your journey even when the going gets tough. Celebrating small victories is an often overlooked but critical aspect of goal setting. Every step you take toward your goal is a success, and recognizing these small wins keeps you motivated and boosts your confidence. Celebrating your progress doesn't mean that you have to wait until you've reached the final destination. It's about acknowledging the hard work, dedication, and resilience it takes to move forward. These celebrations reinforce positive behavior and remind you that you are capable of achieving great things, one step at a time. Visualization and goal setting also require a high degree of flexibility and adaptability. Life is unpredictable, and circumstances can change at any moment. It's essential to stay open-minded and be willing to adjust your plans when necessary. Flexibility doesn't mean giving up on your goals. It means finding new ways to achieve them when obstacles arise. By adapting your strategies and staying focused on your vision, you can overcome setbacks and continue moving toward your dreams with determination and confidence. Creating a routine around your visualization and goal-setting practices can greatly enhance their effectiveness. Incorporate visualization into your morning or evening routine, dedicating just a few minutes each day to picture your goals vividly. Pair this with a goal review session at the end of each week or month, where you assess your progress, celebrate your wins, and set new targets for the future. Consistency is key to embedding these practices into your mindset and turning them into habits that naturally drive you toward success. One of the most powerful aspects of visualization is its ability to influence your subconscious mind. Your subconscious doesn't distinguish between what is real and what is imagined, which means that by repeatedly visualizing your success, you condition your mind to believe in your potential and to act accordingly. This mental programming guides your thoughts, actions, and decisions in alignment with your goals, making it easier for you to recognize opportunities, take risks, and stay motivated even in the face of adversity. Visualization also helps in overcoming self-doubt and limiting beliefs. When you see yourself succeeding in your mind's eye, it reinforces your confidence and reduces fear of failure. Visualization enables you to rehearse your performance, practice resilience, and mentally prepare for challenges before they happen. This preparation not only boosts your self-assurance, but also equips you with the mindset needed to handle setbacks gracefully and bounce back stronger. Visualization and goal setting are about creating a clear, compelling vision of your future and taking intentional steps to make that vision a reality. They are about believing in your abilities, pushing beyond your comfort zone, and holding yourself accountable to the dreams that matter most to you. By mastering these techniques, you empower yourself to take control of your destiny, to turn your aspirations into actionable plans, and to live a life driven by purpose and passion. The journey of visualization and goal setting is a continuous one, filled with growth, learning, and self-discovery. As you practice these skills, you'll find that your goals evolve, your vision expands, and your belief in what you can achieve grows stronger. You become not just a dreamer but a doer, someone who takes inspired action to create the life you desire. Visualization and goal setting are your tools for shaping your reality, guiding you toward a future where your greatest dreams become your everyday experiences. Chapter 15. Embracing a Growth Mindset. Embracing a growth mindset is one of the most transformative shifts you can make in your life. It's the belief that your abilities, intelligence, and talents are not fixed traits, but can be developed and expanded through effort, learning, and perseverance. This mindset is the key to unlocking your potential, pushing past your limits, and turning challenges into opportunities for growth. When you adopt a growth mindset, you no longer see failure as a setback, but as a stepping stone to success, a necessary part of the journey toward self-improvement and achievement. The concept of a growth mindset, popularized by psychologist Carol Dweck, stands in stark contrast to a fixed mindset. A fixed mindset is the belief that your abilities and intelligence are set in stone, that you are either born with certain talents and skills or you're not, and no amount of effort will change that. People with a fixed mindset tend to avoid challenges, give up easily, and see effort as fruitless if they don't succeed immediately. This way of thinking limits their growth, stifles their creativity, and keeps them from reaching their full potential. A growth mindset is built on the understanding that effort and persistence are the paths to mastery. It's the belief that skills can be developed, intelligence can grow, and talent is just the starting point. People with a growth mindset view challenges as opportunities to learn, failures as feedback, and obstacles as tests that strengthen their resolve. They embrace the process of learning and are motivated by the progress they make, not just the end results. This mindset allows them to thrive in difficult situations, stay resilient in the face of adversity, and continuously strive for self-improvement. The journey to developing a growth mindset begins with self-awareness. It's essential to recognize your current thought patterns and understand whether they align more with a fixed mindset or a growth mindset. Ask yourself how you react to failure or criticism. Do you see it as a sign that you're not good enough, or do you see it as an opportunity to learn and grow? Being honest with yourself about where you stand is the first step toward making a shift in your thinking. One of the most powerful strategies for cultivating a growth mindset is to reframe your perspective on challenges and setbacks. Instead of viewing challenges as threats to your self-esteem, see them as valuable experiences that are designed to help you grow. Embrace each challenge with curiosity, asking yourself what you can learn from it, how it can make you stronger, and what new skills you might develop in the process. When you change your perspective from "I can't do this" to "I can't do this yet," you open the door to infinite possibilities and personal growth. Failure is often feared and avoided, but in the world of a growth mindset, failure is not something to be ashamed of. It is a crucial part of the learning process. When you fail, you gain insight into what doesn't work, and you're given the chance to refine your approach, make adjustments, and try again. People with a growth mindset understand that failure is not a reflection of their worth or ability, but a temporary state that can be overcome with persistence and effort. They use each failure as a stepping stone, getting closer to their goals with each attempt. Embracing a growth mindset also means developing a love for learning. Those with a growth mindset are lifelong learners who are always seeking to expand their knowledge, skills, and perspectives. They know that their potential is limitless as long as they remain curious and open to new ideas. To cultivate this mindset, immerse yourself in activities that challenge your intellect and creativity. Read books, take courses, engage in meaningful conversations, and seek out experiences that push you out of your comfort zone. The more you feed your mind with new information and ideas, the more you will grow. Another key element of a growth mindset is the willingness to put in consistent effort. Talent and intelligence may give you a head start, but without effort, they won't take you very far. Effort is what bridges the gap between where you are now and where you want to be. When you commit to putting in the work, even when progress is slow or the path is unclear, you build resilience, discipline, and a strong belief in your ability to achieve your goals. People with a growth mindset are not afraid of hard work. They see it as a necessary ingredient for success. The language you use, both in your self-talk and in your conversations with others, also plays a significant role in shaping your mindset. If you constantly tell yourself, "I'm not good at this," or "I always fail," you reinforce a fixed mindset that limits your growth. Instead, use language that reflects a growth-oriented approach, such as "I'm still learning," or "I'll get better with practice." This shift in language empowers you to see challenges as temporary setbacks that can be overcome, rather than as permanent obstacles that define your capabilities. Surrounding yourself with people who inspire growth is another important aspect of adopting a growth mindset. The attitudes and beliefs of those around you can have a powerful influence on your own mindset. Spend time with individuals who challenge you, who encourage you to learn and grow, and who celebrate progress over perfection. Engage in discussions that stimulate your curiosity and seek out mentors who can guide you and push you beyond your limits. When you are in an environment that values growth, it becomes easier to internalize those values and apply them to your own life. One of the biggest challenges in embracing a growth mindset is overcoming the fear of judgment and criticism. Many people avoid stepping out of their comfort zones because they are afraid of what others might think or say about them. In a growth mindset, you learn to view criticism as constructive feedback rather than a personal attack. You understand that feedback, even when it's tough to hear, is a gift that can help you improve and become better at what you do. Instead of taking criticism personally, use it as a tool for growth, refining your skills and expanding your potential. Developing a growth mindset also involves celebrating the successes of others. In a fixed mindset, people often feel threatened by the achievements of those around them, seeing them as competition. However, a growth mindset recognizes that there is enough success to go around for everyone. Instead of feeling envious or discouraged by someone else's accomplishments, use their success as inspiration for what is possible. Celebrate their achievements as proof that you too can reach your goals with the right attitude and effort. Visualization techniques can be extremely helpful in reinforcing a growth mindset. Visualize yourself learning new skills, overcoming challenges, and achieving your goals through consistent effort and perseverance. Picture yourself thriving in difficult situations, staying calm under pressure, and using every setback as a stepping stone to something greater. This mental rehearsal not only boosts your confidence, but also prepares your brain to approach challenges with a growth-oriented mindset. Another powerful exercise to cultivate a growth mindset is to focus on the process, not just the end result. Many people get so fixated on achieving their goals that they forget to appreciate the journey that leads them there. The growth mindset teaches you to value the process of learning, to celebrate the small steps and incremental progress you make along the way. When you focus on the journey, rather than just the destination, you become more resilient, more patient, and more open to learning from every experience. Embracing a growth mindset means being kind to yourself. Recognize that growth is not always a linear process. There will be ups and downs, victories and setbacks. Be gentle with yourself during the difficult moments, and remind yourself that every challenge is an opportunity to learn and grow. The most important thing is not how fast you progress, but that you keep moving forward, believing in your ability to improve and evolve. The journey to a growth mindset is a lifelong adventure, one that opens doors to endless possibilities and transforms the way you see yourself and the world around you. When you embrace a growth mindset, you unlock the power to turn your limitations into strengths, your failures into lessons, and your dreams into reality. You become resilient in the face of adversity, fearless in the pursuit of your goals, and unstoppable in your quest for self-improvement. By adopting this mindset, you empower yourself to live a life of continuous growth, limitless potential, and extraordinary achievement. Chapter 16. Becoming your best self. Becoming your best self is a journey of continuous growth, self-discovery, and transformation. It's about striving to reach your fullest potential, not by becoming someone else, but by evolving into the most authentic and empowered version of who you truly are. This journey involves embracing your strengths, confronting your weaknesses, and nurturing a mindset that is open to learning, change, and self-improvement. It's a lifelong process that demands dedication, resilience, and a deep sense of purpose, guiding you toward a life that aligns with your values, passions, and dreams. The path to becoming your best self begins with self-awareness. Self-awareness is the foundation of all personal growth. It's the ability to look within and understand your thoughts, emotions, motivations, and behaviors without judgment. It's about knowing who you are at your core, recognizing your unique qualities, and acknowledging both your strengths and the areas where you have room to grow. When you cultivate self-awareness, you gain clarity about what drives you, what holds you back, and what you truly want out of life. This clarity is essential for setting goals that are meaningful and for making decisions that are in harmony with your highest self. One of the most powerful tools for developing self-awareness is the practice of reflection. Taking time each day to reflect on your thoughts, actions, and experiences allows you to learn from both your successes and your mistakes. Reflection helps you understand the why behind your behaviors, enabling you to identify patterns that may be limiting your growth. By regularly looking inward, you develop a deeper connection with yourself, which is crucial for aligning your life with your true purpose and aspirations. Setting clear and purposeful goals is another key step in the journey of becoming your best self. These goals should be more than just ambitions or desires. They should reflect your deepest values and passions. Ask yourself what you want to achieve not just in your career or finances, but in your relationships, health, personal development, and contribution to the world. Setting holistic goals that encompass every aspect of your life ensures that your growth is balanced and that you're working towards a well-rounded, fulfilling existence. Remember, these goals are not fixed. They should evolve as you grow and as your vision for your life expands. As you work towards becoming your best self, it's essential to embrace a mindset of growth and learning. A growth mindset, as we've discussed, is the belief that your abilities and intelligence can be developed through effort, learning, and perseverance. Adopting this mindset allows you to see challenges as opportunities to grow, failures as lessons to learn from, and effort as the path to mastery. The journey to your best self is not about reaching a destination. It's about constantly pushing your boundaries, seeking knowledge, and striving to be better than you were yesterday. One of the most transformative aspects of this journey is learning to let go of limiting beliefs. These are the negative thoughts and self-doubts that tell you that you're not good enough, that you can't succeed, or that your dreams are out of reach. To become your best self, you must challenge these beliefs, question their validity, and replace them with empowering thoughts that encourage growth and possibility. Every time you let go of a limiting belief, you open the door to greater confidence, creativity, and courage, allowing you to pursue your goals with passion and conviction. Building resilience is also crucial on the path to becoming your best self. Life will inevitably throw obstacles in your way, setbacks, failures, disappointments, and challenges that test your patience and resolve. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from these difficulties, to learn from them, and to keep moving forward no matter how hard it gets. Resilient people understand that adversity is a part of the growth process, and that each setback brings with it the potential for greater strength and wisdom. By cultivating resilience, you develop the mental toughness needed to persevere in the face of obstacles and to continue striving towards your highest potential. Self-compassion is another essential quality on this journey. Too often, we are our own harshest critics, judging ourselves for our mistakes, imperfections, and shortcomings. Practicing self-compassion means treating yourself with the same kindness, understanding, and patience that you would offer to a friend. It means recognizing that you're human, that you will stumble and fall, and that it's okay to not have everything figured out all the time. Self-compassion is not about excusing your flaws, but about embracing them as part of the learning process, understanding that each step, even the missteps, contributes to your growth. To become your best self, it's also important to cultivate a lifestyle that supports your physical, emotional, and mental well-being. This includes maintaining a healthy diet, getting regular exercise, practicing mindfulness, and ensuring that you get enough rest. When your body and mind are in optimal condition, you have the energy, focus, and clarity needed to pursue your goals and navigate life's challenges with ease. Prioritizing self-care is not a luxury, it's a necessity for sustaining your journey of self-improvement and reaching your highest potential. Another powerful component of this journey is surrounding yourself with the right people, those who inspire, motivate, and challenge you to grow. Your environment plays a significant role in shaping your mindset and your actions. Surround yourself with individuals who share your values, who lift you up, and who believe in your vision. Seek out mentors who have walked the path before you, learn from their experiences, and let their guidance accelerate your growth. Avoid those who drain your energy or who constantly cast doubt on your ambitions. Instead, build a circle of support that encourages you to be your best self. Gratitude is a practice that will greatly enhance your journey toward becoming your best self. By focusing on what you already have, you shift your perspective from scarcity to abundance. Gratitude helps you stay present, appreciate the small victories, and find joy in the journey, rather than constantly chasing the next big thing. It allows you to celebrate your progress, acknowledge the growth you've achieved, and stay motivated to continue moving forward. Practicing gratitude keeps your heart and mind open, making room for more positive experiences and deeper connections. Another key element of becoming your best self is living with intention. Living intentionally means making conscious choices that align with your core values and long-term goals. It's about setting priorities, saying no to what doesn't serve your vision, and focusing your energy on what truly matters. When you live with intention, you don't just go through the motions, you actively shape your life and make decisions that lead you closer to the person you want to become. It's about taking control of your destiny rather than being carried along by the currents of circumstance. Visualization and goal setting are also critical tools in this transformative process. Visualizing your best self, seeing yourself in your mind's eye, achieving your goals, overcoming challenges, and living your ideal life, creates a powerful mental image that guides your actions and keeps you motivated. Pair this visualization with clear, actionable goals that outline the steps needed to reach your vision. When you set clear goals and visualize success, you create a roadmap that turns your dreams into achievable milestones, guiding your journey with clarity and purpose. Becoming your best self means embracing change and uncertainty as natural parts of life. Growth requires stepping out of your comfort zone, taking risks, and sometimes failing along the way. Change is often uncomfortable, but it's also where the magic happens. It's where you find new opportunities, meet new challenges, and discover new strengths. Embrace the unknown with curiosity, knowing that every experience, whether positive or negative, is a chance to learn and evolve. When you stop fearing change and start welcoming it, you unlock your true potential and open the door to limitless possibilities. Becoming your best self is not a destination, but a journey, a continuous process of learning, growing, and evolving. It's about waking up each day with a desire to improve, to make a difference, and to live a life that is true to who you are. It's about finding joy in the process, celebrating your progress, and never settling for less than what you're capable of. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to be committed to being the best version of yourself that you can be at any given moment. By committing to this journey, you give yourself the gift of living a life filled with purpose, passion, and fulfillment. You become more than just a participant in your life. You become the creator of your destiny, shaping your reality with intention and love. Becoming your best self is about honoring your uniqueness, trusting your potential, and believing that you have the power to create a life that not only meets, but exceeds your wildest dreams. It's about stepping into your greatness, one day at a time, and realizing that the journey itself is the most rewarding part of all. Chapter 17. The Journey of Self-Discovery. The journey of self-discovery is one of the most profound and rewarding adventures you will ever embark upon. It is a lifelong quest to understand who you truly are, beyond societal expectations, roles, and labels. It's about peeling back the layers of conditioning, exploring your deepest desires, values, and beliefs, and connecting with your authentic self. This journey doesn't have a final destination. Rather, it's a continuous process of growth, transformation, and becoming. The more you delve into self-discovery, the more you align with your true purpose and create a life that reflects your innermost being. Self-discovery begins with the willingness to look inward, to ask yourself difficult questions, and to confront the truths about who you are and who you want to become. It requires courage to face not just your strengths and achievements, but also your fears, insecurities, and the aspects of yourself that you may have been avoiding. This introspection is not about judging yourself harshly. It's about cultivating a deep sense of curiosity and compassion toward your own journey. It's about understanding that you are a work in progress, and that each experience, whether joyful or painful, is a stepping stone on your path to greater self-awareness. One of the key elements of self-discovery is identifying your core values. Your values are the principles that guide your decisions, shape your behavior, and influence how you perceive the world. They are the compass that directs you toward what feels right and meaningful in your life. Understanding your values helps you make choices that align with your true self, rather than living according to the expectations of others or societal pressures. Take the time to reflect on what truly matters to you, what you stand for, what drives you, and what gives your life purpose and fulfillment. Another crucial aspect of self-discovery is exploring your passions and interests. These are the activities that make you lose track of time, that fill you with joy, energy, and a sense of purpose. Passion is the fuel that ignites your creativity and motivation, pushing you to pursue your goals with enthusiasm and persistence. If you're unsure of what your passions are, give yourself the freedom to experiment and explore. Try new activities, take on different challenges, and allow yourself to be open to new experiences. The more you step outside your comfort zone, the more you'll discover about what truly lights you up. Self-discovery also involves understanding your strengths and weaknesses. Knowing what you excel at can help you focus your efforts on areas where you can make the greatest impact, while recognizing your weaknesses allows you to seek growth opportunities and to improve. Embracing your imperfections is a vital part of this journey. It teaches you to see your flaws not as failures, but as areas of potential growth. When you accept both your light and your shadow, you cultivate a more balanced and realistic sense of self, which leads to greater confidence and self-acceptance. Journaling is a powerful tool that can guide you on your journey of self-discovery. Writing down your thoughts, feelings, and reflections helps you clarify your emotions, recognize patterns in your behavior, and connect with your inner voice. Journaling allows you to express your deepest thoughts freely and without judgment, creating a safe space to explore your ideas, aspirations, and fears. Through consistent journaling, you can track your personal growth over time, seeing how your mindset evolves and how you've transformed along your journey. Another critical component of self-discovery is learning to listen to your intuition. Intuition is the inner voice that guides you, the quiet whisper that tells you what feels right or wrong for you. It is often drowned out by the noise of overthinking or the opinions of others, but learning to trust your intuition is a powerful step toward aligning with your true self. Your intuition is your most honest guide. It reflects your deepest desires and truths, leading you toward decisions that resonate with your soul's purpose. Practicing mindfulness and meditation can help you quiet your mind and tune in to this inner wisdom. The journey of self-discovery also requires you to confront your fears and limiting beliefs. These are the thoughts and narratives that tell you why you can't or shouldn't pursue your dreams. They are often rooted in past experiences, failures, or the fear of judgment. To move forward on your path of self-discovery, you must challenge these limiting beliefs, question their validity, and replace them with empowering thoughts that encourage growth and courage. Recognize that your fears are not facts. They are simply emotions that can be transformed through awareness and action. Embracing vulnerability is another important aspect of self-discovery. Vulnerability is often seen as a weakness, but it is actually a strength that allows you to open up to your authentic self and connect with others on a deeper level. When you allow yourself to be vulnerable, you break down the walls that keep you from experiencing true intimacy and understanding. Vulnerability is about being honest with yourself and others about your feelings, your dreams, and your struggles. It's about showing up as your true self, without hiding behind a mask of perfection or pretending to be someone you're not. Cultivating a growth mindset is also essential in the journey of self-discovery. A growth mindset encourages you to see yourself as a constantly evolving being, capable of learning, adapting, and becoming more than you ever thought possible. It pushes you to embrace challenges as opportunities for growth, to see failures as stepping stones to success, and to persist even when the road gets tough. With a growth mindset, you begin to understand that the journey of self-discovery is not about reaching a final destination, but about continuously expanding your horizons and deepening your understanding of who you are. Surrounding yourself with supportive and like-minded individuals can greatly enhance your journey of self-discovery. Seek out people who inspire you, who challenge you to think differently, and who encourage you to be your best self. Engage in deep conversations that broaden your perspective and introduce you to new ideas. Learning from others' experiences and insights can provide valuable reflections that help you understand yourself better. A community of growth-oriented individuals can act as a mirror, reflecting your strengths and areas where you can improve. Travel and new experiences are also powerful catalysts for self-discovery. When you step outside of your everyday environment, you are exposed to new cultures, perspectives, and ways of thinking that challenge your current beliefs and assumptions. Travel pushes you out of your comfort zone, encouraging you to explore new parts of yourself that you might not have known existed. It opens your mind to the vast possibilities of the world and helps you discover what truly excites and inspires you. Letting go of the need for validation from others is another vital part of self-discovery. Many people live their lives seeking approval and acceptance from those around them, basing their self-worth on external opinions. To truly discover who you are, you must let go of this need for validation and turn inward for acceptance and love. Understanding that your value comes from within empowers you to live authentically and make choices that are true to your desires, not influenced by the expectations or judgments of others. Self-discovery also involves finding your purpose, your reason for being, the driving force behind your actions and decisions. Your purpose is what gives your life meaning and direction. It's what motivates you to get up in the morning and guides you in making choices that align with your highest self. Discovering your purpose is not always straightforward, and it might take time to figure out, but once you do, it acts as a guiding light that brings clarity to your journey. Your purpose evolves with you, and as you grow, so too will your understanding of what you're here to contribute to the world. Practicing gratitude is essential on the journey of self-discovery. Gratitude shifts your focus from what you lack to what you already have, fostering a sense of contentment and joy in the present moment. It helps you appreciate the lessons learned from both the highs and lows of life, and it connects you to your true self by recognizing the beauty in everyday experiences. Gratitude grounds you in the now, reminding you that self-discovery is not about seeking perfection, but about finding peace and fulfillment in who you are at this moment. The journey of self-discovery is a path filled with twists and turns, breakthroughs and setbacks, revelations and transformations. It's about peeling back the layers of who you think you should be to uncover who you truly are. It's about listening to the voice within that knows your deepest truths, even when the outside world tells you otherwise. This journey is not linear, nor is it predictable, but it is deeply rewarding. Every step you take brings you closer to a more authentic, empowered and fulfilled version of yourself. Self-discovery is not just about finding yourself, it's about creating yourself. It's about becoming the person you want to be, shaped by your values, your passions and your dreams. It's about understanding that you have the power to design your life, to make choices that resonate with your soul, and to live with purpose and intention. As you continue on this journey, you will find that the most important relationship you will ever have is the one with yourself. And the deeper you go, the more incredible the journey becomes. By embracing the journey of self-discovery, you open yourself to a life of limitless possibilities, where you are free to be your most authentic, creative, and courageous self. You become the author of your own story, writing each chapter with intention, passion, and a deep sense of purpose. The journey of self-discovery is not about reaching a final destination. It's about celebrating the process of becoming, about finding joy in the adventure of knowing yourself, and about living a life that is true to your most extraordinary potential. Chapter 18. The Power of Gratitude. Gratitude is one of the most transformative emotions you can cultivate in your life. It has the power to shift your perspective, enhance your well-being, strengthen your relationships, and even improve your overall success. Practicing gratitude is more than just saying thank you or appreciating the good things when life is going well. It's about adopting an attitude of thankfulness in every moment, regardless of your circumstances. It's a mindset that focuses on abundance rather than lack, on the present rather than what's missing, and on the beauty in the simple, everyday moments of life. Gratitude acts like a magnifying glass, highlighting the positive aspects of your life and allowing you to see opportunities, blessings, and lessons in places you might not have noticed before. When you practice gratitude, you train your brain to focus on what is good and to attract more of that goodness into your life. Gratitude is the antidote to negativity, self-pity, and dissatisfaction. It shifts your focus from what you lack to what you have, creating a sense of fulfillment, contentment, and joy that cannot be easily shaken by external circumstances. The science behind gratitude shows that it has a profound impact on both your mental and physical health. Studies have demonstrated that people who regularly practice gratitude experience lower levels of stress, anxiety, and depression. Gratitude stimulates the release of dopamine and serotonin, the brain's feel-good chemicals, which enhance mood and create a sense of well-being. It also reduces cortisol levels, the stress hormone, promoting a calm and balanced state of mind. Physically, gratitude has been linked to improved sleep, stronger immune function, and even a healthier heart. It's a simple yet powerful practice that has the potential to transform your entire life. One of the most effective ways to cultivate gratitude is through daily journaling. Keeping a gratitude journal involves writing down a few things you're grateful for each day. These can be big things, like a promotion at work or the support of loved ones, or small moments, like the warmth of the sun on your face or the taste of your favorite tea. The key is to focus on the details and the emotions these experiences evoke. This daily practice helps rewire your brain to seek out and focus on positive experiences, gradually transforming your mindset into one that naturally gravitates toward appreciation and positivity. Gratitude is not just about appreciating the good times, it's also about finding value in the challenges and setbacks. Life is full of ups and downs, and it's easy to be grateful when things are going your way. But true gratitude is being able to see the silver lining even in difficult situations. This doesn't mean ignoring your pain or pretending that hardships don't hurt. It means recognizing that within every challenge lies an opportunity for growth, learning, and transformation. When you can appreciate the lessons learned from your struggles, you gain resilience and the strength to move forward with a greater sense of purpose. Another powerful aspect of gratitude is its ability to shift your perspective from a scarcity mindset to an abundance mindset. A scarcity mindset focuses on what's missing, on what you don't have, and on the fear of not having enough. This way of thinking leads to stress, anxiety, and a constant feeling of inadequacy. Gratitude, on the other hand, opens your eyes to the abundance that already exists in your life. It reminds you that there is more than enough love, opportunities, resources, and success for everyone. When you focus on abundance, you attract more of it into your life, turning your thoughts into a powerful magnet for positivity and prosperity. Practicing gratitude can also strengthen your relationships and deepen your connections with others. When you express gratitude toward the people in your life, it fosters a sense of appreciation, trust, and mutual respect. It makes those around you feel valued and seen, strengthening your bond and encouraging more open and meaningful communication. Gratitude acts as a bridge that connects you to others on a deeper level, allowing you to see the good in them and to focus on their positive qualities rather than their flaws. This mindset shift not only enhances your existing relationships, but also attracts more like-minded, positive individuals into your life. One way to express gratitude in your relationships is to practice acts of kindness. Small gestures like a handwritten note, a heartfelt thank you, or simply spending time with someone can make a significant impact. These acts of kindness not only uplift the people around you, but also boost your own sense of happiness and fulfillment. The more you give gratitude, the more you receive it in return, creating a ripple effect of positivity that spreads throughout your life and beyond. Gratitude also plays a crucial role in your personal growth and self-improvement. When you practice gratitude, you shift your focus from what you haven't achieved yet to what you have already accomplished. This reflection helps you recognize your progress, appreciate your efforts, and build the confidence needed to tackle future challenges. Gratitude turns your attention to your strengths, your achievements, and the resilience you've developed along the way. It empowers you to acknowledge how far you've come, rather than constantly dwelling on how far you still have to go. Mindfulness and gratitude are closely intertwined. Practicing mindfulness helps you stay present and fully engaged in the moment, which naturally enhances your sense of gratitude. When you're mindful, you notice the beauty in the little things, the sound of rain, the smile of a stranger, the comfort of a cozy blanket on a chilly evening. This awareness deepens your appreciation for life's simple pleasures and keeps you grounded in the now, rather than being consumed by worries about the future or regrets about the past. Visualization techniques can also amplify the power of gratitude. Imagine your ideal life filled with love, joy, and success, and visualize yourself living in that reality. Feel the gratitude for all the things you have yet to experience, but are certain will come your way. Visualization combined with gratitude creates a powerful sense of belief and expectation that attracts those very experiences into your life. It's like planting seeds in the garden of your mind, knowing that with time and care, they will grow into the reality you've envisioned. One of the challenges in cultivating gratitude is overcoming the negativity bias, a natural tendency of the brain to focus on negative experiences more than positive ones. This bias evolved as a survival mechanism to help us stay alert to danger, but in today's world, it often leads to unnecessary stress and a focus on what's wrong rather than what's right. Practicing gratitude helps retrain your brain to counteract this bias, encouraging it to notice and appreciate the good moments that might otherwise go unnoticed. Over time, gratitude rewires your brain to prioritize positivity, making it your default way of seeing the world. Gratitude is also a powerful tool for overcoming envy and jealousy. It's easy to look at someone else's success or happiness and feel a sense of lack in your own life. But when you practice gratitude, you shift your focus away from comparison and onto your unique journey. You begin to celebrate the achievements of others as a reminder of what's possible, knowing that their success does not diminish your own. Gratitude turns competition into inspiration, helping you stay motivated and focused on your goals without getting sidetracked by envy or doubt. To make gratitude a consistent part of your life, create a daily ritual. This could be as simple as starting or ending your day by listing 3 things you're grateful for. You can also practice gratitude during moments of stress by pausing to acknowledge something positive in your life, no matter how small it might be. By making gratitude a habit, you train your mind to look for the good in every situation, turning it into a powerful anchor that keeps you steady and optimistic even in the face of challenges. Gratitude is a choice, a decision to focus on the light instead of the darkness, to appreciate what you have instead of longing for what you don't. It's a way of life that transcends circumstances and conditions, a lens through which you see the world that enriches every experience and relationship. Gratitude doesn't just make you happier, it makes you stronger, more resilient, and more capable of creating the life you desire. It turns your thoughts into powerful affirmations that shape your reality, guiding you to a place of deeper fulfillment, joy, and peace. The power of gratitude lies in its simplicity and its profound impact. By embracing gratitude, you unlock the door to a more meaningful and abundant life. You begin to see that life is not about having everything you want, but about appreciating everything you have. Gratitude teaches you to live in harmony with the present moment, to find beauty in the mundane, and to cherish the journey as much as the destination. It empowers you to create a life that is rich, not just in achievements, but in the experiences, relationships, and moments that truly matter. Chapter 19. Harnessing the Power of Positive Affirmations. Positive affirmations are powerful tools that can transform your mindset, reprogram your subconscious mind, and propel you toward your goals. They are statements that you repeat to yourself to reinforce positive beliefs, boost your confidence, and align your thoughts with your desired outcomes. When used consistently, affirmations can help you overcome limiting beliefs, build self-esteem, and create a mental environment where growth and success thrive. The power of positive affirmations lies not just in the words themselves, but in the energy and conviction with which you speak them. The science behind positive affirmations is rooted in the principles of neuroplasticity, which is the brain's ability to reorganize itself by forming new neural connections throughout life. When you repeat affirmations regularly, you create new neural pathways that strengthen positive thought patterns and weaken negative ones. This mental rewiring helps shift your mindset from self-doubt and negativity to one of confidence, empowerment, and resilience. Essentially, affirmations train your brain to focus on what you want to achieve rather than what you fear or lack. One of the most important aspects of creating effective affirmations is making them specific, present tense, and positive. Instead of saying, "I will not be afraid," reframe it to, "I am courageous and face challenges with confidence." The brain responds better to positive language and present tense statements because it interprets them as instructions rather than wishes. By phrasing affirmations as if they are already true, you condition your mind to accept these beliefs as your reality, which then influences your actions and decisions. Consistency is key when using affirmations. To harness their full power, you need to make them a part of your daily routine. Repeat your affirmations at the start of your day to set a positive tone, and again before bed to reinforce these thoughts before sleep. You can also use affirmations during moments of self-doubt or stress to recenter yourself and shift your focus to a more constructive state of mind. The more you engage with your affirmations, the more naturally they will become a part of your thought process, gradually transforming your mindset from the inside out. Visualization and affirmations work synergistically to amplify their effects. When you pair an affirmation with a vivid mental image of achieving your goal, you engage both your conscious and subconscious mind in the process of creating your desired reality. For example, if your affirmation is, "I am confident in my abilities," visualize yourself speaking confidently in a meeting, successfully leading a project, or achieving a personal milestone. This combination of words and images not only strengthens your belief in the affirmation, but also prepares your mind to act as if these scenarios are already unfolding. The beauty of affirmations lies in their versatility. They can be tailored to any area of your life that you wish to improve, whether it's career, health, relationships, personal growth, or emotional well-being. If you want to boost your self-esteem, you might use affirmations like, "I am worthy of love and respect," or "I believe in my abilities." For success and motivation, try affirmations like, "I am dedicated to achieving my goals," or "I attract opportunities that lead me to success." The key is to make these statements resonate deeply with your personal goals and desires. One common barrier to fully embracing affirmations is the presence of deeply ingrained limiting beliefs. These are the negative thoughts that have been reinforced over time, often originating from past experiences, failures, or criticisms from others. Limiting beliefs create a mental block that can make it difficult to believe in the affirmations you are trying to adopt. To overcome this barrier, it's important to approach affirmations with an open mind and a willingness to challenge these old narratives. Recognize that changing your mindset is a gradual process, and with persistent effort, you can dismantle these limiting beliefs and replace them with empowering thoughts. The energy and emotion you put into your affirmations significantly affect their impact. It's not enough to simply recite words without feeling. You need to speak your affirmations with conviction and passion. The more emotion you attach to these statements, the more powerfully they resonate in your subconscious mind. Feel the joy, confidence, or relief that comes with believing in these positive statements. When you say, "I am successful," truly feel what it means to be successful, as if that reality is already yours. This emotional engagement amplifies the effectiveness of affirmations and accelerates the process of mental and emotional transformation. Affirmations are particularly powerful in overcoming fear and anxiety. When you are faced with fear, it's easy to fall into a cycle of negative thoughts that feed your anxiety. Using affirmations like, "I am calm, centered and in control," or "I trust the process of life," helps break this cycle and shifts your focus to a state of inner peace and self-assurance. Over time, these positive statements can reprogram your mind to respond to stress with calmness and clarity, reducing the intensity of your fears and helping you manage anxiety more effectively. One way to deepen the practice of affirmations is to combine them with gratitude. Gratitude affirmations such as, "I am grateful for the abundance in my life," or "I appreciate all the lessons that challenges teach me," help you cultivate a mindset that not only focuses on positivity, but also appreciates the present moment. When you express gratitude alongside your affirmations, you reinforce a sense of fulfillment and contentment, which creates a powerful foundation for manifesting more of what you desire in your life. Affirmations also play a significant role in healing and self-compassion. When you are dealing with past traumas, failures, or self-criticism, affirmations like, "I forgive myself for past mistakes," or "I am deserving of happiness and peace," can be incredibly healing. These statements help you let go of guilt, shame, and regret, replacing them with self-acceptance and love. Affirmations encourage you to treat yourself with the kindness and understanding that you would offer to a friend, fostering a deep sense of inner peace and emotional resilience. Creating a personal mantra from your affirmations can make them even more powerful. A mantra is a short, powerful phrase that you repeat to yourself regularly, especially during meditation or moments of doubt. It serves as a mental anchor that keeps you grounded in positivity and focused on your goals. A mantra like, "I am enough," or "I am in control of my destiny," can serve as a quick reset button for your mind whenever negative thoughts start to creep in. This repetition not only strengthens your belief in the statement, but also imprints it deeply into your subconscious. Affirmations are not just about personal growth. They can also be a tool for setting the energy in your environment. For example, starting your day with affirmations like, "Today is filled with endless possibilities," or "I attract positive energy into my life," can set a tone of optimism and opportunity that influences how you interact with the world. Affirmations can shift your vibration, attracting circumstances, people, and experiences that align with the positive energy you're putting out. It's important to remember that the effectiveness of affirmations doesn't solely depend on the words you use, but also on your willingness to believe in their potential. Skepticism can undermine the power of affirmations, so it's crucial to approach this practice with an open heart and an open mind. Even if the words feel strange or uncomfortable at first, continue repeating them with conviction. Over time, as these statements begin to align with your experiences, your belief in their truth will strengthen, and they will become a natural part of your thought process. Lastly, affirmations are a reminder of your agency in creating your own reality. They empower you to take control of your thoughts, break free from limiting patterns, and consciously direct your life toward your dreams and aspirations. Affirmations remind you that you are not a passive recipient of life's circumstances, but an active creator of your destiny. They instill in you the confidence that no matter where you are starting from, you have the power to change, grow, and achieve greatness. Harnessing the power of positive affirmations is a journey of transformation that goes beyond mere words. It's about cultivating a mindset that is resilient, optimistic, and aligned with your highest potential. Through affirmations, you plant the seeds of belief, nurture them with intention and emotion, and watch as they grow into the reality you've always dreamed of. The practice of affirmations is a testament to the power of the mind, a reminder that when you change your thoughts, you truly can change your life. Chapter 20. The Power of Self-Belief. Self-belief is the cornerstone of all personal growth and achievement. It's the inner conviction that you are capable, worthy, and deserving of success, no matter the challenges you face. The power of self-belief lies in its ability to shape your reality, influence your actions, and determine the quality of your life. It's the engine that drives you to set ambitious goals, take bold actions, and persevere through difficulties. Without self-belief, even the most brilliant plans can falter, but with it, you can overcome obstacles, transform your life, and achieve things that once seemed impossible. Self-belief begins with understanding that your thoughts create your reality. If you constantly tell yourself that you're not good enough, that you're destined to fail, or that your dreams are out of reach, these thoughts will become your truth. On the other hand, when you cultivate a mindset of self-belief, you empower yourself to see possibilities where others see limitations. You develop the resilience to keep going when the odds are against you, knowing that your belief in yourself is stronger than any temporary setback. One of the most powerful ways to build self-belief is through positive self-talk. The way you talk to yourself shapes your perception of your abilities and your potential. Most people have an internal dialogue that is far more critical and negative than they would ever use with others. Changing this internal conversation to one of encouragement, support, and confidence can have a dramatic impact on your self-esteem and motivation. Instead of saying, "I'm not capable of this," try saying, "I have the skills and determination to figure this out." This shift in language reinforces a mindset of growth and possibility. Visualization is another essential tool for strengthening self-belief. When you visualize yourself achieving your goals, overcoming challenges, and thriving in difficult situations, you create a mental blueprint for success. This process of mental rehearsal conditions your mind to believe in your capabilities, making it easier to take action when faced with real-life scenarios. Visualizing success not only boosts your confidence, but also prepares your brain to recognize opportunities, handle setbacks with grace, and remain focused on your objectives. The more vividly you can see yourself achieving your dreams, the stronger your belief in your ability to make them a reality. Affirmations also play a crucial role in developing self-belief. Positive affirmations are powerful statements that reinforce your confidence and encourage a mindset of self-assurance. Repeating affirmations like, "I am capable of achieving my goals," or "I believe in my ability to overcome challenges," helps to reprogram your subconscious mind with empowering thoughts. Over time, these affirmations replace limiting beliefs and doubts, creating a solid foundation of self-belief that supports your growth and aspirations. The key to affirmations is consistency and repetition, saying them daily until they become a natural part of your thought process. One of the biggest barriers to self-belief is fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of not being enough. To overcome these fears, it's essential to change your relationship with failure. People with a strong sense of self-belief understand that failure is not a reflection of their worth or ability, but a valuable learning experience. They see each setback as an opportunity to grow, to refine their approach, and to come back stronger. This mindset allows them to take risks, to step out of their comfort zone, and to push their limits, knowing that every failure is just a stepping stone on the path to success. Building self-belief also requires you to celebrate your achievements, no matter how small they may seem. Acknowledging your progress reinforces your confidence and reminds you of your capabilities. Too often, we focus solely on what we have yet to accomplish, overlooking the milestones we've already reached. By celebrating your wins, you create a positive feedback loop that boosts your motivation and strengthens your belief in your ability to achieve even greater things. Make it a habit to regularly reflect on your accomplishments and let them fuel your drive to keep moving forward. Surrounding yourself with supportive and encouraging people is another crucial step in building self-belief. The people you spend time with can either lift you up or pull you down, so it's important to choose your circle wisely. Seek out those who believe in your potential, who inspire you to aim higher, and who celebrate your victories as if they were their own. Avoid those who constantly doubt your abilities or criticize your ambitions. Being in a positive environment filled with like-minded individuals can greatly enhance your self-belief and help you stay focused on your goals. Learning to silence your inner critic is also a vital part of cultivating self-belief. The inner critic is that voice in your head that constantly tells you that you're not good enough, that you'll never succeed, or that you don't deserve happiness. This voice often stems from past experiences, fears, and insecurities. To quiet your inner critic, challenge its negative assertions with evidence of your capabilities and achievements. Remind yourself of the times you've succeeded, the obstacles you've overcome, and the progress you've made. Replacing self-criticism with self-compassion is essential for developing a mindset of unshakable self-belief. Embracing a growth mindset is another key to strengthening self-belief. A growth mindset is the belief that your abilities and intelligence can be developed through dedication, effort, and learning. When you adopt this mindset, you understand that your current skills and knowledge are just the starting point, and that with persistence and practice, you can achieve incredible things. This perspective transforms challenges into opportunities for growth, turning obstacles into experiences that build your confidence and expand your potential. A growth mindset empowers you to see every situation as a chance to learn and evolve. Another aspect of self-belief is understanding that you are not defined by your past. Many people hold on to the belief that past failures, mistakes, or setbacks dictate their future potential. To build self-belief, you must let go of these limiting narratives and realize that your past does not determine your destiny. Every day is a new opportunity to start fresh, to make different choices, and to move closer to your goals. Your future is shaped by the actions you take today, and believing in yourself is the first step to creating a life that aligns with your true potential. Self-belief is also closely tied to taking responsibility for your life. When you believe in yourself, you take ownership of your actions, your decisions, and your outcomes. You understand that you are the creator of your reality, and that your success depends on your efforts and choices. Taking responsibility means letting go of excuses, blaming circumstances or other people, and recognizing that you have the power to change, grow, and achieve. This sense of accountability strengthens your self-belief and drives you to take proactive steps toward your goals. Incorporating daily rituals that reinforce self-belief can also be incredibly effective. Start each day with a morning routine that includes affirmations, visualization, and setting clear intentions for what you want to accomplish. These rituals set a positive tone for the day and remind you of your goals and your ability to achieve them. Ending your day with gratitude and a reflection on your accomplishments helps you focus on the progress you've made, no matter how small, and solidifies your belief in your capacity to reach even greater heights. One of the most powerful lessons in self-belief is learning to trust yourself. Trusting yourself means having faith in your judgment, in your ability to make decisions, and in your instincts to guide you. It's about listening to your inner voice, following your intuition, and believing that you are capable of handling whatever comes your way. This trust builds resilience, making it easier to stay calm and confident in the face of challenges. The more you practice trusting yourself, the stronger your self-belief becomes, empowering you to take on new opportunities with confidence. Self-belief is the foundation upon which all success is built. It is the inner strength that propels you forward, that keeps you striving for your dreams, and that refuses to let you give up, even when the journey is tough. Self-belief is not about arrogance or thinking you're better than others. It's about knowing your worth, recognizing your potential, and believing that you have the right to pursue your goals and live your best life. When you harness the power of self-belief, you unlock the door to limitless possibilities. You become unstoppable, capable of achieving things you once thought were out of reach. You turn setbacks into comebacks, challenges into stepping stones, and dreams into realities. Self-belief transforms the way you see yourself and your place in the world, allowing you to live with purpose, passion, and a sense of certainty that anything is possible. It is the key to not just surviving, but thriving, to not just dreaming, but achieving, and to not just existing, but truly living a life filled with meaning, joy, and fulfillment. Chapter 21. The Art of Resilience. Resilience is the art of bouncing back from adversity, the inner strength that enables you to keep going even when life throws its toughest challenges your way. It's the ability to adapt, recover, and emerge stronger from setbacks, disappointments, and failures. Resilience is not about avoiding difficulties or pretending they don't exist. It's about facing them head-on, learning from them, and finding ways to move forward with courage and determination. Developing resilience is crucial for mastering your mindset and achieving long-term success, as it equips you with the mental fortitude to thrive in the face of obstacles. At its core, resilience is rooted in the belief that you have the power to control your response to whatever happens in your life. While you cannot always control your circumstances, you can choose how you react to them. This mindset shift is what distinguishes those who overcome challenges from those who are defeated by them. Resilient people understand that setbacks are not a reflection of their worth or capabilities, but are instead opportunities to learn, grow, and evolve. They view adversity as a necessary part of the journey towards self-improvement, and they refuse to let temporary failures define their potential. One of the key aspects of building resilience is cultivating a growth mindset. A growth mindset is the belief that your abilities, intelligence, and skills can be developed through effort and learning. When you approach life with a growth mindset, you see challenges as stepping stones to success, not as insurmountable barriers. You understand that failure is not the opposite of success, but a part of it, a valuable experience that teaches you what doesn't work and points you in the direction of what does. This perspective transforms setbacks into lessons that propel you forward, rather than roadblocks that hold you back. Emotional regulation is another critical component of resilience. The ability to manage your emotions during stressful or difficult situations allows you to stay calm, think clearly, and make rational decisions. When you're faced with adversity, it's easy to let fear, anger, or frustration take over, clouding your judgment and leading to impulsive actions. Resilient people have learned to pause, breathe, and assess their emotions before reacting. This practice not only helps them maintain control in the heat of the moment, but also enables them to respond to challenges in a constructive and solution-oriented manner. Building a strong support system is essential for enhancing resilience. No one is expected to face life's difficulties alone, and having a network of supportive friends, family, mentors, or colleagues can make all the difference. These connections provide encouragement, advice, and a sense of belonging during tough times. They remind you that you're not alone in your struggles and that others have faced similar challenges and come out stronger on the other side. Surrounding yourself with positive, uplifting individuals who believe in your ability to overcome adversity can boost your confidence and keep you motivated when you're feeling overwhelmed. Practicing self-care is also vital to developing resilience. Taking care of your physical, mental, and emotional well-being strengthens your ability to handle stress and bounce back from setbacks. Regular exercise, a balanced diet, sufficient sleep, and mindfulness practices like meditation can significantly enhance your resilience by boosting your energy levels, reducing stress, and improving your overall mood. When your body and mind are in a state of balance, you're better equipped to face challenges with clarity, focus, and a positive attitude. Gratitude plays a powerful role in building resilience by shifting your focus from what's wrong in your life to what's right. When you practice gratitude, you train your mind to look for the positives in every situation, even in the midst of adversity. This doesn't mean ignoring your problems or pretending they don't exist. It means acknowledging that despite the difficulties, there are still things to be grateful for. Gratitude helps you find meaning in tough times and cultivates a sense of hope and optimism that fuels your perseverance. It's a reminder that even in your darkest moments, there is light to be found if you look for it. Learning from your past experiences is another essential aspect of resilience. Reflect on the challenges you've faced before and the lessons you've learned from them. What strategies did you use to overcome those obstacles? What did you discover about your strengths and areas where you can improve? Understanding how you've dealt with adversity in the past can provide valuable insights that help you navigate future challenges more effectively. It reinforces your belief in your ability to handle whatever life throws at you and serves as a blueprint for building even greater resilience. Setting realistic goals and breaking them down into manageable steps is also crucial for maintaining resilience. When you're faced with a daunting challenge, it's easy to feel overwhelmed and defeated if you look at it as a whole. By breaking it down into smaller, achievable tasks, you create a clear path forward that allows you to focus on one step at a time. This approach not only makes the challenge feel more manageable, but also gives you a sense of progress as you complete each step, boosting your motivation and reinforcing your resilience. One of the most challenging but important aspects of resilience is accepting change. Life is constantly evolving, and being able to adapt to new circumstances is key to overcoming adversity. Resilient people understand that change is a natural part of life, and they embrace it with flexibility and an open mind. They don't resist change or cling to the past. Instead, they look for ways to make the most of new situations. This adaptability allows them to turn setbacks into opportunities for growth and to see possibilities where others see only obstacles. Visualization techniques can also play a significant role in building resilience. By visualizing yourself successfully navigating through difficult situations, you prepare your mind to respond with confidence and determination when those challenges arise. Imagine how you would feel, think, and act if you were already the resilient person you aspire to be. Picture yourself overcoming obstacles with ease, finding creative solutions to problems, and bouncing back from failures stronger than before. This mental rehearsal strengthens your belief in your own resilience and prepares your brain to act accordingly in real-life situations. Mindfulness and meditation are powerful tools for cultivating resilience because they help you stay present and centered even during times of stress. Mindfulness teaches you to observe your thoughts and emotions without judgment, allowing you to respond to challenges with clarity and calm rather than reacting impulsively. By staying grounded in the present moment, you reduce the tendency to get lost in worries about the future or regrets about the past. This practice not only helps you manage stress more effectively, but also enhances your ability to adapt to whatever life throws your way. Resilience also involves having a sense of purpose or a why that drives you to keep moving forward, even when the road is rough. Your sense of purpose gives your life meaning and direction, acting as a guiding star that keeps you focused on what truly matters. When you have a clear vision of your goals and a deep understanding of why they are important to you, it's easier to stay motivated during tough times. Your purpose becomes the fuel that powers your resilience, reminding you that the struggle is worth it and that you are capable of overcoming any obstacle to reach your destination. Self-compassion is another critical element of resilience. Treat yourself with kindness and understanding, especially when things don't go as planned. Being resilient doesn't mean being perfect or never making mistakes. It means acknowledging your humanity and giving yourself the grace to learn from your experiences. Instead of criticizing yourself for your failures, ask what you can learn from them and how you can grow. Self-compassion helps you build a supportive relationship with yourself, making it easier to bounce back from setbacks without losing confidence or self-esteem. Resilience is about embracing the journey, not just focusing on the destination. Life is filled with highs and lows, successes and failures, joy and sorrow. The resilient mindset understands that it's not about avoiding difficulties, but about learning to dance in the rain. It's about finding beauty in the struggle, growth in the discomfort, and wisdom in the challenges. Resilience is the art of seeing every experience, good or bad, as a part of your story, a chapter in your journey toward becoming the strongest and most empowered version of yourself. The art of resilience is a powerful testament to the strength of the human spirit. It's the quality that enables you to rise above adversity, to turn setbacks into comebacks, and to transform pain into purpose. When you develop resilience, you unlock the ability to face life's challenges with courage, determination, and an unshakable belief in your ability to overcome. You learn to see difficulties not as roadblocks, but as stepping stones on your path to success. Resilience is what turns ordinary people into extraordinary achievers, guiding them to live a life of fulfillment, purpose, and unyielding strength. The journey of mastering your mindset. Mastering your mindset is not a one-time event or a quick fix. It is a lifelong journey of growth, transformation, and self-discovery. As we've explored throughout these chapters, the power of your mind is immense, capable of shaping your reality, guiding your actions, and influencing every aspect of your life. Whether it's through building resilience, embracing a growth mindset, cultivating gratitude, or harnessing the power of self-belief, the steps you take to master your mindset have the potential to elevate your life to heights you may never have imagined. This journey is about more than just achieving your goals. It's about becoming the best version of yourself. It's about developing the discipline to stay focused on your vision, the courage to face your fears, and the determination to rise above your limitations. It's about finding your true purpose, living with intention, and creating a life that resonates with your deepest values and aspirations. Each principle we've discussed, whether it's letting go of the past, practicing positive affirmations, or understanding the impact of your environment, serves as a tool to help you navigate the complexities of life with wisdom and clarity. Throughout this script, we've dived into the importance of self-awareness, the art of resilience, and the power of visualization. We've explored the significance of gratitude, the role of self-belief, and the value of turning failures into opportunities for growth. These lessons are not just theoretical ideas. They are practical tools that you can implement in your daily life to create lasting change. They empower you to take control of your destiny, to shape your thoughts with purpose, and to act in ways that align with your highest potential. As you continue on this journey, remember that mastering your mindset is not about being perfect or having all the answers. It's about being committed to continuous improvement, to learning from every experience, and to growing into the person you were meant to be. There will be times when you stumble, when doubt creeps in, and when progress feels slow. But know that every step you take, no matter how small, brings you closer to your vision of a life filled with purpose, passion, and fulfillment. The true beauty of this journey lies in the process itself. It's in the small moments of self-discovery, the breakthroughs that come from overcoming challenges, and the joy of realizing that you are far more capable than you ever thought possible. Each chapter of your life adds to the richness of your story, revealing new strengths, new possibilities, and new ways to experience the world. Mastering your mindset is not about reaching a final destination, but about embracing the adventure of becoming, of evolving, and of striving for greatness. As you move forward, let these principles guide you. Forge a firm purpose, see every obstacle as a stepping stone, and view failure as a valuable lesson on your path to success. Let gratitude be your guiding light, let self-belief be your anchor, and let resilience be your greatest strength. Understand that the only limits that truly exist are the ones you set for yourself, and when you break through those limits, you open the door to limitless possibilities. Mastering your mindset is about reclaiming your power, stepping into your greatness, and creating a life that not only meets but exceeds your highest aspirations. It's about turning your dreams into reality, one thought, one action, and one belief at a time. So go forward with courage, with purpose, and with the unshakable belief that you have everything within you to become the person you were always meant to be. Your journey to mastering your mindset has just begun, and the possibilities are as endless as your vision for what your life can be.